In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening and welcome. It's party time, everybody. It's Matt's last night.
Hello.
Let's hear it for the kid.
Kid, I'm older than you.
More importantly, in broadcasting experience terms,
Okay, all right.
let's make the kid some fucking money.
There we go.
Here's the deal tonight. Evening show. Kicking the morning show's ass so far this
Nice.
week. The morning show has posted back-to-back near record losses
Oh.
to start the week.
Oh.
190 was the shortage this morning.
What?
The largest miss in steel toe internet era history.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I didn't realize.
It was rough, but you know, it put the era of positivity to the test.
Yeah.
Obviously, the last 2 months, I felt a lot of pressure getting things back to zero.
Yes.
And then I got things back to zero, and we stacked a few more wins after that. And then we had the pull tab fund and everything like that. So I'm like, you know what? For the first time in, 7 months, whatever, we've got a fucking cushion here.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. So we're going to write off this morning. Jesus. We're going to write off this morning. We're going to call it a loss. We're going to evacuate the pull tab fund, and we're good. Pull the ripcord, done. What it is going to do, though,
What's
it's spoiling my surprise for tonight.
Oh.
My surprise tonight was we were going to knock out this morning.
Yeah.
I was going to take the pull tab fund, wipe out tonight,
Yeah.
and every dollar for tonight's show was going to go in this guy's pocket.
Nice.
But I run a business.
And
I
what?
literally-
Was this when?
fucking barely running a business. And it's barely back to profitability. So we're going to knock out tonight, and then everything after tonight is going right in Matt's pocket. So if you've ever wanted to have a celebration night and drop irresponsible amounts of money on this program,
Give me like 20, 30 bucks. I'd be happy.
remember,
Uh-huh.
wipe out tonight, and then everything else goes into Matt's pocket
Nice.
on his last payday. So all these people who have been watching the internet lately and have been checking things out, have been saying, another win for the toe, Aaron's looking great, blah, 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 blah. I appreciate that from a propaganda point of view. Another win for the toe, another win for the toe, another win. You know, Sean and
Aaron just keeps stacking up W's.
yeah, Sean and Josh are on with 2,000 people last night going, another win for the toe, steel toe's looking great, blah, blah. Great, awesome. I wish I could convert that into gold and put it in the bank.
Right.
I cannot.
No.
So, another win for the toe, awesome, makes me feel great. Getting butt fucked by $190 this morning for putting on a subpar product does not make me feel near as good.
Well, that's only because you don't enjoy getting butt fucked.
No, I'm not a getting butt fucked kind of a guy. So no, and there's going to be smart asses like Mr. PayPalington says, can you give out Matt's PayPal or Venmo for gifts? No, because
No.
I need to make my fucking money. Fuck that noise. I love those people. They're like,
why am I here? Because of him. Why would we give out my shit?
I love Mr. Paypalington. He does make me laugh. He entertains me because he's like, no, I'm just innocently asking. No, you're not. I sniff you out like a bird dog every time.
I also don't have a PayPal anymore.
Oh, that's right, because you got...
I got hacked and I canceled it.
You got fucked in the butt. Everybody's getting fucked in the butt. So, yes, we're going to try and grift and make a little money off of Matt's farewell tonight because, quite frankly, era of positivity with a smile on my face, it doesn't mean 190 doesn't fucking sting bad. If it was a Thursday, let's go into the weekend, we'll recover, whatever. But after an emotional victory last night where we got back that morning show thing, and then this morning to just go, and I handled it so well. I hate to brag, but we weren't begging. We weren't asking. We're like, look, we're going to take it in the fucking pants today. If you guys want to soften the blow, please do. Go ahead. And they were like, no, we're good. Oh. I'm like, all right, well, we'll take a fucking
What's that
beating.
thing where pain gives you pleasure?
That would be masochism.
Yeah, that thing. You need to get into that.
Yeah, sadism is where you enjoy dishing out pain. Okay. Masochism is where you enjoy receiving it. Okay. So, let's fucking do it tonight, and let's do it for Matt and me.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
All right, so it's a regular one tonight. 245 is the number. And then everything after that will go to Matt. So if you love Matt, if you love the show, if you're a fan, go ahead and throw a bunch at us. If you are just here to go, yeah, fuck you, why don't you do this, why don't you do that? Do your thing, have your fun. We appreciate it. We just love that you're here, quite frankly. Yeah. Clopogram with $1 says, good luck in the future, Matt, as you transition into Maxine.
Oh.
I hope all your surgeries go well.
Well, here's the thing. If you give enough money tonight, I could maybe upgrade them C cups to D cups. That surgery would go a little better. Oh, sorry. I did not cancel or turn off that ringer. I turned off the other. No, I turned it off. Why the fuck? Yo, you know what? It's probably in some other volume fucking setting.
I just...
I tried. I turned the volume down before the show and it was the wrong volume apparently because there's 4 of them on a fucking Android.
As a broadcasting control freak, I'm having a bad day.
Okay.
Like, I see Johnny looking and clicking around and typing, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm just reading the chat. I'm banning everybody from reading the chat while they're doing the show because...
I only go to the chat when you're in the chat.
No, you don't even need to do that.
But it's kind of fun sometimes.
Well, I know, but I'll just do this. I'll switch over to the next story.
Then them come up.
Those are the money ones. I need to see those. But it's like, you guys aren't good enough to read the chat.
But you said I could go to the chat if you're in the chat.
I was wrong.
Oh.
I was wrong because you guys, you don't follow.
But my phone ringing is not relevant to that.
No. It's both. What I'm saying is this more. You're putting. I'm trying to talk about the Johnny thing first. Then I'm going to get to you.
Okay.
In fact, give me those 2 phones. Hand me those.
No, I can't give you that one.
Just hand me them both.
I can hand you one. I can hand you that one.
Is that a work one?
No, this is the work one.
That's what I mean. Is that a work one?
Yeah.
All right. And that one can go over there for now. So.
Not getting my work phone. That one's important right now.
So then Johnny is looking at the chat and he's reading it like I'm talking to him. I'm setting up the next topic. I'm setting up the next thing. And his job is to feed me, to react and keep the ball in the air. I always said this about Oz. Best guy keeping the ball in the air man in the business.
He's a good volleyball guy.
Nobody better at volleyball than Oz. And when I'm looking, it's kind of like when I don't make eye contact with people because I'm terrible at it.
Yes, you
are.
are.
And they kind of go like this and like, are you fucking like, dude, are you listening?
It's a fun game with you.
I get that way with like when when we're doing a show and it's not going well. And I look at the other guy, and he's just like, he's got that face on, staring at something. I'm like, I know he ain't staring at me. So I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, it's just stuff in the chat. Get the fuck, stop with there's no reason for here's what I say to my co-host, and I said this in the radio days, too. You'll remember this. Yeah. If you want to read the chat, go be a listener. That's a great, that is a wonderful time to read the chat, is when you're a listener. Absolutely 1,000%. Go for it. And then the phone thing, to go back to you now. So I'm just having I'm having like a tough focus day.
Yeah.
You know, because, you're just like, quit reading, quit typing, quit doing shit. Because I don't know if you're watching right now, but misses like this could cost you your job. So fucking focus and let's make this thing hot.
But I already quit.
Not you. Now we're back on the Johnny thing. And with you, it's more like, I wish I had Zumox drop of myself. God damn it, Matt, you know better.
I do know. And again, I muted the fucking... That's the one thing, like Android with their fucking 4 different volume levels. You fucking scroll down on one of them. Apparently that was the wrong one.
Yeah. MSO says, poor Johnny had no show today. I'll tell you why he didn't have a show today. Because, before today's show, he's like, no, my goal's doing great. I'm like, oh, fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great that you can make money off me because I ain't making any money off me. That's nice.
Well, he does need a lot less money, apparently. That's what he says.
Yeah. No, I know. It's not an amount that would have really helped us today. Triple N says, breaking news, Matt quitting due to incessant harassment. Johnny was killing it this morning. Give him Matt's money. There is no money. We're getting our dick kicked in today.
Right. That's the whole point of what he's going through right now.
There's no money. Thank you, Grand Poobah, for $5. He says, for Matt's bigger titty fun.
All right. Give them big old titties.
$2 from Mr. Me. He says, Matt isn't reading the chat. His face just does that. Yes. There we go. Perfect. All right. 240 away from tonight. Get irresponsible. Throw us unbelievable amounts of money. Knock it out. We'll do a Matt farewell show for you tonight. Matt is taking every single dollar over the goal that we do today. So thank you, guys. I'm writing this morning off. I'm covering this morning. I'm writing it off. I can't, in good conscience, ask a 2-hour, 1/3 the size of the morning show, evening show crowd to try to shoulder that embarrassing defeat that I took this morning. Taste Fairy Ialto did write in the chat earlier.
What's that?
He said, no, I remember a bigger loss than that a few years ago. I'm like, that's not helping me right now. Let's just call the 190 today the biggest L in steel toe history. Numero uno Josh Denny fan says, does this mean Matt owes every single dollar under the goal? I like that idea. No, I'm just going to keep it and go, I don't have anything to fucking pay you with. I feel like goals and all that should almost be like a pro athlete thing too. Like if you draw a certain amount of money, we'll pay you your contract. Yeah. If you're not drawing us some money and you're a detriment to the team, we're not going to pay you any money.
Okay, Gavin.
I know. Can I tell you something?
I'm just saying.
I
had to throw it out there.
I like the way Gavin proposed things with censored.tv. I think
if they weren't drawing fucking money, then why bring him on and pay him a shitload, right?
Right. I believe Gavin is doing it right.
Yeah.
Not many
business.
Not many podcasts even pay their co-hosts. A lot of podcasts pay them in quote unquote exposure.
Yeah.
They go, we'll promote whatever you're doing. And there you go. But I brought my guys with me from the radio, and I wanted to hang on to them, and so far I have been remarkably unsuccessful about hanging on to any of them.
Well, I've been here and there.
You have been here
back
and there.
And forth, and I've had like real life shit come up.
I guess the only one we've really, like the only radio guy that we've lost due to just like we're fucking failing and we're broke is Corey, because Oz was a health thing. Oz couldn't do it anymore. And then Corey was just, we can't afford this.
Well, and Corey
any longer.
Yeah, Corey just got kind of weird from what I understand.
I wouldn't say weird.
I don't know.
I just think he was done with this.
He was done with everything. It wasn't just this.
Yeah.
Like, he just became done.
Not only
he
that,
wanted
but
to go do something different.
With Corey, I also feel like what's that?
He got upset his gay ops shit didn't work with your show a few times. I know that.
No,
I can promise you that happened a couple times. I fucking know.
Oh, what? Go ahead.
Oh, his gay ops shit where you tried to fuck with your show? I called you and told you about one of them. Like, dude, don't even fucking acknowledge it. And then that was one of the last times he fucking streamed.
So you
got all
fucking
butthurt. Yeah, okay, you wanted to it. I wasn't the one in this fucking Discord. Good luck figuring that out, bud. But someone ratted him the fuck out.
Wait, is there something between you and Corey?
No, but I just thought it was shitty how he's trying to fuck with your show. He just had this weird fucking attitude. It's like, what are you doing?
I do think
you could both make money off of each other and have something together and work together. No, you're just gonna fucking be this asshole.
I think Corey was resentful of April's spot that she got here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Corey always kind of felt that she didn't earn it and she wasn't worth that. I kind of felt that vibe. And I know other people would tell me that too. They'd be like, I don't think Corey's happy that, April gets the, what she gets, and that he feels she's made it not like the radio show.
Here's the problem with that. You're the fucking boss. So
well, that's what I always try to tell people when they're, because I'm having this.
That's the deal.
I'm having this problem now where some people go, I'm an OG and I don't like that you're covering this, that, or this. And it's like, and I try to explain to them, I'm like, I'm sorry you don't like that, but I enjoy it. It's fun for me. And it gives me like a weird insecurity about myself. And I don't usually have that very often about like broadcasting stuff. It gives me a weird like insecurity where I'm like, wait a minute. Do I have to do what this guy wants me to do? Or why doesn't he like this? I like this. I enjoy this. And the show has never been give the listeners what they want.
Yeah.
The show has always been, guys, here's what I'm into right now. Here's something I want to show you. Let's talk about this. Here's something I can joke about and I want to discuss. And that's what you guys have always tuned in for. So it's kind of weird because like I've got clips for tonight's show and I've got clips for tomorrow's show. And I want to do them.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking in the back of my head, is Approachable going to yell at me?
Yeah.
Are other people going to be like, I just don't recognize this program anymore? And I'm just sitting here going, but the program has always been, I like this. I want to talk about this.
Right.
Here we go. But I don't know. If you guys want to talk about old school steel toe shit through your donations, Matt and I can certainly, if you want Matt to spill some tea on his way out, there's a lot of stuff Matt probably knows that I don't know.
I don't know how much there is.
We might have stumbled onto something here. Let's take a look.
The one thing that fucking irritated me. Like, really?
Steven, and then
I don't even remember the details about it. I just know it was fucking shitty and stupid.
Yeah. Steven Bravo says, how much, Matt, to Pat Dixon Toe's jaw?
Yeah, I'm not a sucker punching bitch like that asshole. No.
I saw a clip of him recently on one of the Clipper channels. I just saw the thumbnail. I didn't watch the clip because I've never really been entertained by him. But he looks like fucking shit.
Oh, weird.
It's odd.
No way.
$3 from Atomic Ray says, Corey is done with Spurgs in here, Matt. Ask Grinch about how that goes. Shut up, Matt. You don't know shit.
Yeah, no, you don't know the bullshit he was trying to pull.
Let's talk about bullshit.
Like I said, I don't even remember the fucking details. I just know I called you and I was like, dude, don't even fucking acknowledge this thing that he's trying to do right now because it's just a bunch of nonsense. It's gay ops. It's fucking stupid. And then we just disappeared. And then Corey got all pissed off that someone fucking ratted him out. And I'm like, okay, good luck. And great, you tried to do some dumb shit. And someone was like, yeah, this is gay. So they said something, and now we're done with it. I could probably tell you what it is, but my phone's across the fucking room right now.
I may or may not have thrown his phone across the room.
I mean, I still got Messenger on this other phone.
Of course. Of course.
Oh,
wow.
No,
there's steel toe drama that I don't know about.
I liked Corey. I agreed with him on a lot of shit, but then when he tried to just fuck with your show at a time it didn't need to be fucked with, it's like, we don't need to do this. It's dumb.
We got, I wish I could say this was the real one, but we do have the fake Ricada Law. I'm going to keep up kayfabe, though. Ricada Law says, nobody give until we get Matt's Venmo. Aaron blows. The real Ricada Law would not be that nice with adjectives about me. Thank you for the $1.99. Chad Buzamok with $1 says, Matt, don't take this big titty man's shit. You watch and interact with Chad as much as you want on your last day, dullard. Also, this $1 is for Matt. No, it ain't.
Not until we hit 250
Not
of them.
until we hit 250, my man. Easy Money's wife says, Corey treated Aaron like shit. Johnny doesn't seem interested. At least Matt is involved. Wow, we're going to have a drama
night?
night?
To be when I'm not, falling asleep because I worked 13 hours before I fucking came here. I've had some rough nights.
Are we going to have some drama, some tea spilling tonight?
I've had some sleepy nights.
I had a sleepy morning.
Yeah.
I had a lot of people writing me and calling me and shit last night. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why we're not going to do the April omnibus coverage till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because with all the phone calls and DMs and shit I've been getting about all that stuff, I'm like, guys, I appreciate it. It's entertainment for you guys, and that's wonderful, and it is funny, and it is, but you also have to understand I lived in it, and I've never been happier that I'm not living in it, and so, like, too much exposure makes me go, ugh, like, physically exhausts me.
Yeah. Do you know what you should do?
What?
Turn your fucking phone off, or at least the notifications. Just silent, go to fucking bed. Pick a time, turn it the fuck off, and you'll limit that.
Oh, one of the calls I was having was a lot of fun. I was enjoying it. But
you need to get some sleep so you're not a sleepy boy in the morning.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Sam, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. I saw the PayPal notification go off, and I'm like, yes, big celebratory Matt. Farewell dono, and at $1, we take 48 cents out of that on PayPal. Sam says it's nice to know that Aaron is putting Matt out of his misery by power bottoming him to death.
Okay.
I don't plan on doing that. I'm power bottoming my own career to death.
Wait, so who's the bottom? If you're power bottoming me, does that mean you're bottoming, or I'm being the?
It'll all come out in the wash.
Okay.
Hulkamasha Baby with $2 says Corey also got sick of the internet DSP dabble videos. They didn't feel like the same old great bits you did on radio. Just another reaction channel. Yeah, I guess, that could be it too. I got to take responsibility for that. I could be fucking up. I think about that sometimes, like when we miss or like Johnny's not interested or whatever. I'm like, maybe I've lost my ability to really do this in the way maybe I'm past my prime. And then there's times where I do solo shows and I'm like, fuck that, I still got it.
Yeah.
Like there are times I do solo shows and I'm just like, fuck that 4.5 hours went by like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, so yeah, it's, I think that it's like police or it's like teachers.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where if you spend too much time doing a show with somebody, you spend enough time working with somebody, there starts to be that friction, it without
so
fail.
It works out good that I leave and come back and leave and come back.
You probably do it the healthiest out of anyone. And this internet shit, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
This internet shit is different than radio shit. So and Corey, as we know, was not always the best at leaving it alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't fucking, all I know is it's, we got Matt's last day. We're going to have some fun. I hate to be a businessman, but fuck do we need donations and need to make some money because we got fucking killed last night.
Throw it in.
And I want to make Matt some money tonight. I feel pressured to make Matt a bunch of money
you
today.
Shouldn't feel that. I just need you to make money. What the fuck am I going to listen to when I'm done here?
That's very sweet.
Yes.
That's very sweet.
I want you to make money, sir.
Hey, you and I have that in common.
We both want you to make money.
We both want me to make money.
So I have somewhere to come back to once in a while and hang out and tell some stupid jokes.
225 is the number we're at right now. Keep her going, boys and girls. Triple N says, I enjoyed watching Corey get pulled apart by his own greed. It was interesting. Poe with a good idea. Matt, what is your personal PayPal and Venmo? I bet if you shared that, you'd beat the goal on your own. Spiteful donations can be lucrative. Yeah, if we ran like a money laundering scheme where we gave out yours and you just throw it back at me after we're done.
Oh, there we go.
That's a really good idea.
Yes, yeah, but I don't know it though because my phone's across the fucking room.
Hold on. I can give out your Venmo. You want me to do that?
I mean, you could. Oh, yeah, you got it.
No, you're not saved on there. How are you not saved on?
I don't know. There's a Savage Thoughts one yet, too. It was just like part of my Venmo. It's because it's just linked to my Venmo. It was just like the other one.
Hold on, wait a minute. It
doesn't get used anymore.
I can get it. I can get Matt's here.
Uh-huh.
And then you guys can throw in
How will
Matt's.
we know what I'm getting? My phone's across the fucking room.
I'll let you go get your phone.
I'll go get it when I piss for the first time because I'm opening my second Celsius because I don't need to sleep tonight, apparently.
All right, let's take a look. See, I got to go to the right profile.
Let me make sure I have energy for the show.
All right, this is taking too fucking long. The Venmo app takes for fucking ever.
Maybe I'll go get it when I piss.
Rob Saul's dog with $5 says, how much do you think Gino is seething right now since his former co-host Aaron Berg is on Tim Pool being funny?
Okay.
Shit. I didn't know that Aaron Berg was on Tim Pool. That's kind of big. I don't know if Gino's seething over it. I don't and I will say this. I said this morning about Keanu, and I want to say the same thing about Gino to the audience. Boy. I think we can leave them alone.
Okay, I'll go.
I think the past is the past, guys. I don't think we need to fuck with Gino or Keanu
until they fuck back.
I think what's done is done. The past is the past, and we move on. I think that's what we do. Clopogram with $1 says, Matt, go on now. Go walk out that door. Don't turn around now because you're not worthy anymore. Oh, they're doing a little I Will Survive. Yeah, for sure. Poe says, LOL, Aaron, that'll take some work. Oh, fuck it. Aaron doesn't understand the donations won't come in knowing it will go. I know it won't. I know those people are just fucking around. I'm having fun with them back. That's all. Just having a little fun with the people who don't like us. Pakistan with $1.99 says, once Oz left, it was all downhill from there. Maybe, but Oz had to. Oz had a fucking stroke and couldn't drive here anymore. Couldn't do the show anymore. So what can you do?
Well, he couldn't drive a lot of days before that too, so.
He didn't like driving.
That's what got me my first day on the show was the fact that he couldn't drive in on a morning that was abnormally sunny.
He really didn't like driving.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I remember he was like, it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm not going to come in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean it's going to rain? Yeah, it's going to rain. I don't think I should be driving in that early. I'm like, motherfucker, are you kidding me? And then it was so funny that one day we're doing the show down here. And Oz literally just gets up. Like, I'm in the middle of, we're starting a new topic, a new story. And I'm throwing to it.
Yeah.
And Oz just stands up and leaves. I hope somebody has that clip somewhere because it's I don't know. I think it might be Twitch days. Could be YouTube. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm sitting here and I'm like, so this thing's happening with this deal and this guy. And then Oz just gets up and walks. He leaves. And I literally just stop and I go like that. He doesn't look back. Nothing. This was after the stroke. He gets up. He wanders off. And he walks out the door of the studio there, and I'm like, okay. And then he comes back a minute later, and he goes, I just look at him like, what's the deal? He goes, I had to start my car.
It's not the radio, Oz. They can see you.
I'm like, motherfucker, it'll keep, And like you said, it's not the radio. We don't have
right.
We don't have commercial breaks and shit.
Yes, there is no third wall. It's looking at us. They're watching us through the window in the third wall.
So that became kind of a bit for people to do was Oz saying, or people just saying, I'm going to go start my car. Just get up, walk away. That's like nothing makes me more insecure than
What kind of poor was he? Didn't have a remote start?
Well, nothing makes me more insecure as a host is when the person that I'm co-hosting with doesn't give a fuck about what I'm doing. I'm like, God, but this is over. I just start printing off job applications at that point. I'm like, fuck, I'm garbage. But that Oz just getting up to start his car in the middle of the show. One of my favorite moments in show history.
The HHR didn't come with a remote start.
No, I guess is that what it was?
He had that Chevy HHR for the longest time.
Oh, is this the show?
What?
Well, I need the
what? Oh,
guys, I need that.
When he walked off.
Do you have a timestamp?
Oh yeah, someone timestamp it. What's wrong? Why would you send the entire show and go like here's the whole 4.5 hours?
Here we go.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah. This is the part.
Okay.
So don't put Elon Musk responding to you on Twitter on your video feed. Don't. I can't handle it. This is already look, I've been able to deflect the cringiness of this with jokes and yelling at you this entire time.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to absorb this hit.
Aye. My blaster shields are down.
If you made it this far in the video, you're probably one of my hardcores anyway.
No, I really despise this. I really am.
He's itching. You can tell that he wants to go start his car. There are only 14 minutes left in the show.
I'm giving myself indigestion just to watch you.
I will be right back. I'm going to go start my car.
Like this dude literally replied to me and changed his whole business.
You laugh like he's fucking around, not realizing he's serious. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck the motherfuckers.
And I'm like, I'm making fun of Jeremy from the quartering. That's like the easiest shit you can do. It's easy to make fun of Jeremy from the quartering. I'm ready to have some fun. And then Oz
I'm going to
literally,
go start my car.
I thought Oz was saying like, fuck this guy. I'm going to go start my car.
Right, yeah.
Like making a joke.
That's a sound drop right there.
I also caught a glimpse of something on my left hand in this clip. That fucked me up a little
Oh, that thing on the left hand.
bit. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh my God, that big honking ring I used to wear.
Be right back. I'm going to go start my car.
Like this.
You laugh.
Watch my face change from laughter to like, yeah.
Dude literally replied to me and changed his whole business model.
And like, I'm not, I'm just shaking my head.
You get that, right?
Did he just say he responded?
So is that it? I didn't.
Wait, well, what did you say when he came back?
He does listen.
He's got to come back pretty quick.
Okay. He listens.
Involved. He does care, and they repeat it 2 or 3 times. That's because in their head.
I'm going to tell you right now, if I say something to him when he comes back, I'm not that upset.
Okay.
If I don't say anything when Oz comes back, I'm fucking mad.
Gotcha.
That's kind of how I work. If I bring it up on the show and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's a bit. I'm having fun. I might be a little annoyed.
Oh, is that why my phone's across the fucking room?
Yeah, that was funny to me. But, like, if I don't say anything, I'm seething.
Gotcha.
I'm very upset.
They're trying to get to the next thing they want to say.
So it was amusing when I hit the power button.
If you don't vote no.
Right. Yeah.
Profile.
Here he comes.
You're fucking chewing on your lips.
Oh, I'm chewing on myself.
How great is that? He responded to one of my tweets. And then he goes searching for it. He goes, oh, did he delete it? It's great. Elon was like, oh, shit. I got to
fill in.
That guy's a douche.
I think he deleted it. Maybe if I look at my profile.
So I didn't bring it up. So I was annoyed at Oz fucking going to start his car.
Oh my God.
It was one of the weirdest moments in the history.
I gotta go start my car.
Oh! Yeah.
The fuck, you're really going to start your car?
He really is. Like, he was going to start his car. Oh, here. Oh, hold on a minute.
Oh,
wait.
it's Oz.
Don't. It's gonna be a surprise. I was like, oh,
it's my last show. Fuck off. Is it connected? Because that's the real surprise.
Hold on.
No, it's not.
We're getting there. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hi. How are you guys doing?
What's going on, buddy? Hey, we were just talking about you.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Oz. Send a fuckload of money right now. Donos. Oz just called in. It's a magical night.
Throw Matt some money. Matt did a great job.
Fuck that.
Sorry to be leaving, man.
Throw us some money first, then we can maybe have some for Matt.
We need to hit that.
I'm sorry. Sorry about the order business. Yeah,
hit that 250 and then.
Throw Eric money and Matt.
Yeah.
Johnny K says, "Do not give to Matt's Venmo. They are splitting it." No, I was going to take all of it. Best of luck, Matt, with $5. That's from Mark Fisher.
Nice, thank you.
Johnny K's PayPal says $1.99. Donate here. I'll send it to Matt later.
There we go.
If they send it to that guy and they send it to you later, just send it over to me.
God, yes, right, perfect. Yep,
perfect. And Klopogram with $1 says, "Now if Matt was my co-host, I'd have made a video showing his funniest moments over the time he's been here. Sorry, Matt, you deserve better." Yeah, like a host who knows how to fucking go back and do that shit and has a staff of like 5 people and isn't just running this thing by himself, shitting his pants every time he doesn't make the goal. You're right. Don't worry. I'll be gone soon. It's okay. Oz, what's going on, buddy?
Well, as just here as an OG to let everybody know to throw some money. That's all.
Oh, well, thank you. When are you? We talked not too long ago about you coming on the show sometime.
Yep, probably in the morning would be the best. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude! You want to do a morning show? Holla at your boy.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll set it up. But anyways, I just wanted to let Matt know it was a great run, and sorry to see you go, but and I look forward to coming back on someday, and we'll figure it out.
You sound fantastic. How have you been doing?
Really, really good, actually. Yep. Just living the dream, as they say.
Sometimes when you would call in during the evening show, you wouldn't sound so coherent.
Well, no, that was back in the drinking days. Yeah.
Oh, so you're like totally out of the drinking days?
Just on the weekends.
Oh, you just
Nice.
He just dabbles. You dabble.
You dabble in drinking. All right.
Yeah. It's called socially. Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
cool. All right, thank you very much, Oz. I appreciate
Enjoy
it.
your evening. You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Later, buddy.
Oh, that was a good call. I'm going to give that call a thumbs up.
Yeah.
There we go. We saw Oz today. That's great. I'm very excited about that. You see, look at that. Your last day, Oz calls in.
Yeah.
Let's think of other old steel toe people. Obviously, Johnny could call in if he wants to say his goodbyes. I don't think April's going to call in tonight.
Yeah, some tells me we're not hearing from her.
I don't think we're going to hear from Corey tonight.
She
Not
could
after
think
you.
she
Not,
could
af- not after you shit all over him.
Well, he was going to shit all over you. He was actively trying to shit all over you.
You were just being loyal. That's
Yeah.
all.
To someone who is also a friend. Not just to someone who made me money.
Yeah,
I didn't
and then
care about him other than making more money and
then
getting
the-
people to watch my shit because this guy's going to talk about me.
the Corey arc was weird because then he stopped doing this show.
Uh-huh.
Then he got into beefs with a couple people. Then he stopped streaming altogether.
Yeah.
Like he stopped doing his show too. And it was just, I don't know. The whole thing was kind of weird. Yeah, maybe Gino will call to say goodbye. Maybe Keanu will call to say goodbye.
Gino and I were never friends.
Zach Halverson.
I don't know if I ever met that guy.
Oh, you guys maybe didn't intersect.
No.
Mark
no,
Allen could
no.
call in.
No, I mean, does he want to come take my job now?
I'm just thinking of different old second mics. Whiskey Pete could call in and say goodbye. Either one. Anybody who wants to. I'll tell you this. We're at 220 away from tonight. Every dollar we go over the goal tonight is going to Matt as a farewell gift. I wish I had money to give to Matt as a farewell gift, but I'm like Mike. I'm like Worm just getting out of prison in Rounders. I'm just getting back in the game, and we took a $190 beating, and that pretty much wipes out the profits that we've garnered in the last week or so. So we're back to even again, but it's building up slowly.
Yeah.
We just got to keep knocking out those numbers. Thank you very much. 220 away from tonight. Go ahead and click one of those links. Chip in, knock it out, and we'll give Matt the rest. Let's get into our first thing we've got tonight, which is people murdering their parents and burying them in the backyard.
Well, that's something.
People don't like YouTube drama. They do, but they bitch about it.
Yeah.
People don't like election stuff now. They do, but they bitch about it. So I figure let's find topics we don't often cover on this program. And one of those topics is abuse of a corpse of a parent. That's not a topic we really delve into.
I don't think it's a
very
topic
often.
anybody covers very often.
We could corner the market.
Yeah.
You know,
There we go.
I watch like Sean and those guys now. So like you got LawTube, right? We could start
Well, I mean, if you're going to corner a market, shouldn't you maybe pick one that's more lucrative where there's more happening?
like corpse abuse.
How
Corpse
often
abuse-
does this happen? Abusing a corpse of a parent?
Well, if it became our main focus, we'd be able to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we'd find out how much parental corpse abuse was happening and financial fraud because of it was happening. Let's go ahead and watch this one out of Tempe. You guys throw us your money and let's keep Steel Toe on the air. Not only, so we're trying to do two things at once tonight. Keep Steel Toe on the air and get Matt paid.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do them both.
A gruesome discovery in the backyard of this home. Last week, Tempe police got a tip about the suspect, Joseph Hill Jr.
Guilty.
He couldn't even open his eyes for his mugshot. They had to get him when he's blinking.
Guilty. Next case. We're done. He did it.
Storing his father's body in a freezer.
Oh, freezer. He didn't even bury it. That's a better idea, though. Less bugs.
Freezer. Hardly knew her.
Less bugs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're not getting paid. I'm sorry. We're not going to make it. I'm going to lose again tonight. Like this is all going to hell in a handbasket really, really quick. Really, really quick. And that's not even shitting on you. Like this whole show, this may be the positivity era, but that doesn't mean it can't fail.
Right.
I've said this. This
failure
show,
with a smile.
I will die with a smile on my face. Another win for the toe.
And no felony charges.
Thank you. Another win for the toe. Of course, that doesn't always equate into dollars.
Right.
Of course. I don't think we've had a contribution today in the double digits. It's been $9.99 and under for tonight. But the freezer is if we're going to be corpse abuse tube, and that's going to be how this show works, we have to really delve into these things and analyze every piece of it. In this instance, putting your father's body in the freezer, much better than burying your father's body.
Well, you can fuck with the corpse a lot longer. If you're abusing the corpse.
No. Okay. We got to lay down the law here on corpse tube.
Okay.
If we're going to be corpse tube, I got it. If we're going to lay down the law on corpse tube, we're not fucking the dead bodies.
No, I'm not saying I said fuck with, not fuck.
Okay. That you have to understand. That's an open-ended thing that you said. Fuck with a dead body. We're not.
No, to fuck with something doesn't mean to fuck it.
What I'm saying is, when you have a dead body, putting it in the freezer, much better than burying it in the backyard. John Wayne Gacy, of course, partially got caught because the bodies he was hiding in the crawl space were rotting, and there were roaches and a foul stench.
Well, he didn't bury it or freeze it.
And his neighbors were complaining about it and everything else. And then he had to work to, pump sludge and goo and shit out of there to, keep... Yeah. Because, a body rots.
Yeah.
And then you've got roaches and flies eating it. And the flies and the roaches are shitting and pissing. And so there's just this...
decomposing ooze.
Yeah, there's just a wretched stench. You put a dead body in the freezer, you don't have to deal with any of that. The only negative about hiding a dead body in the freezer, and we break this shit down here on
Okay, I want to see if we're going with the same angle here.
I mean, how do you know if I don't finish what I was...
I'm just saying, I have a thought. I want to see what your thought is.
Go ahead.
I want to know what your thought is.
No, I'll shut the... Dude, we've got 2 shows left, maybe, and then this whole thing's crashing and burning. Go ahead.
Electric.
I mean, I would get to finish and it would have been funny. There were maybe some jokes and some beats that I had in there. But by all means, you are chomping at the bit.
Is the electric bill goes up?
Fucking thank you for interrupting.
Sorry.
The host to ask if the electric bill goes up.
Trying to have fun.
This isn't podunk radio anymore.
Trying to have fun.
That shit doesn't work.
Trying to have fun. I'm failing. This is why I have to leave the show.
Dude, corpse tube is not going to work out. We're not going to. Corpse tube.
So why is it? What's the downside then?
Of corpse tube?
No, of all the bodies of putting bodies in a freezer.
The joke was going to be very simple.
What?
Less freezer space. The aristocrats. See,
I was thinking you're going to have less space in your basement because you have to buy more freezers and more bodies you have, and your electric bill is going to keep going up.
And, of course, the other setback, no more dad. Aw.
Well, I mean, for some people, that's not bad.
Daddy's all gone. All right, now the other thing we have to get into in corpse tube, if we're going to start corpse tube.
Yeah.
Why? That's the things we have to get into. We have to answer the 4 W's.
Okay.
Who, what, why, where.
No.
When. 5 W's.
Saying,
and how.
You've done this before. There's 5.
Would you believe that in college I took journalism classes? Why did he hide his dad's body in the freezer?
So
corpse tube.
He wouldn't get caught. If you hide it...
We didn't say that he murdered him yet.
Oh.
The man could have just died. So we have what? Dad dead in the freezer. Why?
Preserve dad to be able to go back and visit him and talk to him. Dad's still physically there in front of him.
Like almost like a wax sculpture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can go talk to Dad. Dad's here.
All right.
There's Dad.
Let's check it
Hi,
out.
Dad. You can pat his head.
Let's see if you did it.
Documents show detectives found the skeletal remains wrapped up in a tarp, saran wrap, and blankets.
Just kind of alarming that was just sitting there this whole time.
Hill Jr. reportedly told police his...
Look at how he's dressed for court. Basketball shorts and a t-shirt.
Not everyone shows up in a fucking suit.
Dress for the job you want. Don't dress like... Okay, look. Dress like the guy whose father's corpse being found in his freezer was all a misunderstanding. Don't dress like the guy who totally looks like the guy who kept his father's corpse in a freezer.
Well, maybe he wanted to be a convicted felon.
You know, a lot of people want to get caught.
Yeah.
That's the one thing we got to discuss here on Corpse Tube. The mentality of the person abusing the corpse.
There we go.
See, you took abusing a corpse as like a sexual thing or anything like that.
No, I didn't. I made a comment and you took it as a sexual thing.
Abusing a corpse just means not properly burying it. You know, not giving it a funeral or whatever. That's abuse.
Okay.
So let's find out what fucking And1 Gym Shorts here thought about all this.
His father, Joseph Hill Sr., took his last breath at the home 4 years ago, and he bought a freezer the next day to store his body.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
See, yeah.
Bought a freezer the next day to store his body. Why was it just the fucking skeleton that was all that was left? Again, he abused this corpse over time.
You think he fucked him?
Broke it down.
That's another thing we have to discuss.
Broke it down to a fucking skeleton.
No.
How did he get it down to a skeleton?
One of the things we have to discuss on Corpse Tube is, there are some staples of Corpse Tube that are going to have to be analyzed. And one question we always should ask, and we should have a little drop for it and a little video thing pop up. Did he fuck it? Every time. Because there's going to be stories where they fucked it. And there's going to be stories where they didn't.
Yeah.
You know? So here on Corpse Tube, we have to break these things down. His dad's remains were skeletal, but they were in a freezer. I don't know how that happens.
I don't either, but we haven't got to where his mother went yet.
Did he eat him?
There could be some fucking coming, but I don't think it was his father he fucked.
Did he eat his dad?
He could have.
We answer the hard-hitting questions here on Corpse Tube.
Why else would it be down to skeletal remains? That's weird.
You know, he's also not an undertaker.
It's in a freezer.
Maybe he didn't.
Where did everything go? You should be frozen.
You know,
in a freezer.
And I know we're not. I know we're not taking this seriously, and I know we're not treating Corpse Tube with the respect it deserves.
I'm trying,
but I think we should acknowledge in this case, how kind and thoughtful it was of this son to buy his dad his own freezer. He didn't just like make room, like move some roasts and move some ribs and move some sirloins and some ground beef aside, and then just kind of plop dad in there. He bought dad his own freezer for his corpse to go into. If this is illegal, at least it's thoughtful.
It's not thoughtful.
Wow, we have an argument here on Corpse Tube.
Yeah. Fuck that. A freezer? Freezers are fucking cheap. Go price a coffin.
Funerals are expensive. Coffins are expensive.
Yeah.
Everyone's on a budget.
A freezer ain't a fucking budget. A freezer ain't a thoughtful thing.
You got to remember, this is the Biden economy.
If you bought a freezer big enough to fit a nice coffin, now we're talking thoughtful.
But without the freezer, he can't keep dad near.
Buy a bigger freezer. It's not thoughtful if you haven't put him in a nice coffin.
If you take him out of the freezer, it's thoughtful. Thoughtful.
I want to bash you with the butt of this mic stand.
Oh, I think about it every time we miss a goal. I do it to myself every night in my dreams. I wake up screaming every morning, and then I go, oh, it must be showtime. All right, boys and girls, back to Corpse Tube.
Detectives say he told them he wasn't on the deed and kept his father in the freezer because he was worried about losing the home.
Wait.
Oh, there you go.
Wait. I know I'm not supposed to look at the chat, but there's something tying into the story here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So Graham Puba says, guessing Matt's never seen A Weekend at Bernie's. No, I have seen A Weekend at Bernie's. Now we know where this story's going. He had dad in the freezer because he wasn't on the deed. So when he needed to, he could thaw old daddy out and tote him along and be like, yeah, I'm still alive. My son lives here with me.
Do you know how
A Weekend at Bernie's-ish?
Do you know how fucking creepy it would be if you go over to a guy's house and he's going to try to trick you into believing his dad's still alive by not bringing out his frozen body, but by bringing out his frozen skeleton.
Well, the intent was there, I think, at the beginning to have like the frozen body to weaken at Bernie's dad.
But then one time some guests came over and his jaw fell off and they went, all right, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
I'm also admiring the what's left of a four-wheeler in the driveway.
And a water heater. I mean, look at this. He's like, oh, man, I got to put my dad's dead body in a freezer. I can't let this palace go to waste. I can't let the bank get their hands on this gem.
There is an 8-foot high, that's like a 6 or 7 foot high chain link fence with barbed wire across the top of it.
That's the city put there. The bank or the city put that there.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because it's condemned now because he's in jail.
It is now, but how do we know that wasn't there before? How do you know this crazy fuck didn't put that up?
All things that need to be
Or
discussed.
how do you know that dad didn't put that up?
Maybe
it's fucking genetic. It runs in the family.
Definitely going to be in our mind as we walk by here. So just very strange, kind of alarming in a quiet neighborhood that something like that was just sitting there for 4 years.
That's something they also say when black people move in. It's kind of alarming that it was there for 4 years.
Sitting there for 4 years on the porch.
None of us ever noticed it. And, well, you know, we were wondering why our houses weren't selling.
These times we're walking by it.
It's an inappropriate joke for Corpse Tube.
According to court documents, Hill Jr. said there was a fire at the home in June of 2023 and that the freezer lost power. He reportedly...
Oh, well, there's why it's skeletal.
Gotcha.
You ever had the smell? You ever had your power go out and you don't realize your fridge is out and then food starts to spoil?
Mm-hmm.
Add that plus dead body.
Extension cord, dumbass.
He's got no power.
I like how they're fading from one scene to another. It looks like a dead person on the screen right now.
It does. It looks
decomposing.
Very, dry skin.
He told police he loaded the freezer into his truck to bury the remains in the desert several times, but there were always people there. Documents say...
Like, even if they don't know that a body's in there, the fact that you're out in the desert burying a freezer is going to look fucked up to a stranger.
It's the desert's huge. How can you not find a spot in the desert where there's no people?
Desert's popular.
This guy's an incompetent asshole.
Desert's popular in the Biden
And fucking murder and freeze and then bury his dad in a freezer.
Well, at least we know this guy meant to bury his dad. He's just a bit of a procrastinator. That's all.
Say the freezer has been in the backyard without power over the last 4 to 6 months.
Oh, that would explain why the remains are skeletal. He didn't have this. So has he been living in this house with no power?
I don't know.
That would explain why the water heater's out in the front yard.
That still doesn't explain the water heater. The water heater could remain there without power. You don't have to cut it the fuck out.
I mean, yeah, you do.
What do you have in its place?
Most water heaters now plug in.
Why do you need to remove it if you lose power? Water just flows through it and doesn't get hot.
It was in the way. You know?
of the freezer.
Yeah, of the freezer.
He couldn't get the freezer. Oh, that's what it was. He put the freezer in a really stupid fucking spot. At one point, needed a new water heater. That got installed and somehow blocked the freezer. And he had to cut the fucking water heater out to get the freezer out after the fire when it lost power. So he could go bury dad after 18 fucking attempts. So there's always people around in the fucking desert. Then he brought it home to just rot in the backyard and left the freezer in the water heater in the driveway.
These are all the important things you're going to hear about on Corpse Tube.
Yeah, we break it down.
And Hill Jr. is facing 1 count of failure to report.
Another thing we have to say on Corpse Tube when we cover these stories are the anchor's tits nice. These are all important issues here on Corpse Tube. Her tits are weirdly spread apart.
And her face is frowny, which even if her tits were nice, would take some points away from them.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you get with a frowny girl and you stay with her for a few years, okay? Because you want to just put a smile on that puss.
Report a death and 1 count of concealing a body. His next court date is scheduled for this Thursday. Guys.
Thank you. Thanks. For, it's like she sent it back to us.
Yeah.
That's how we do it here on Corpse
No,
Tube.
she should have said, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, let's repeat that bit. People weren't annoyed as fuck by that one.
Oh, they weren't?
They hated that.
I thought that was a good bit.
I did too, but they fucking hated it.
Fuck them.
Let's thank a few people. Need Trump with $20. Let's give him his wrench. There we go. Thank you, Need Trump, for the $20. He says, we got to wait for this little notification to go down there. Grand Poobah with $2 says, guessing Matt's never seen Weekend at Bernie's. Matt confirmed he did. $1 from Clopogram says, Matt, once you leave the show, you could go on MLC and earn an easy $250. MLC is a fun show. KB does a good job.
Yeah, if I don't want to go on there and talk about Aaron now, why would I want to go on there and talk about Aaron tomorrow?
Well, because you won't be working here anymore. So I can't. If you don't work for me and you talk about whatever, that can't impact me. The only thing I'm worried about is someone who works for me talking about something.
What if I don't want to be a shitty friend?
Well, why? I mean, you can't talk about me and not be a shitty friend.
Maybe I don't care enough about going out there and publicly like putting your shit out there. Like if you want to put your shit out there, you will.
Well, if you want to
talk about what you want,
but you can talk about me. And still be a good friend. I just, while you were working on the show, I didn't want you going on there because I didn't want you saying something stupid that could come back at me and get me in trouble.
Also, I kind of I don't know, maybe just want a little break from the internet. It's
understandable.
Yeah.
It's understandable. Approachable says his dad's favorite movie, Cooler Runnings. See, the radio people are sending in chats and sending in jokes for this one.
Yeah.
And the internet people are too fucking cool for school, which is kind of annoying sometimes, like Clopogram. Jesus Christ, far too much time dragging this story out. That's boring. But the old school radio people are like, here's something. Like, they love it. The internet people, fucking too cool for school. You know? Approachable says his dad's last words, chill, dude. All right, the internet people win this one. Buffalo Jockey says you should try Comedy Tube. Comedy is pretty popular right now. Yeah, I'm not good at it, though. I fail at that. I hang on by by the skin of my teeth. We have to start realizing that maybe Aaron's just not very good at this anymore. And that maybe it's, it is what it is. Fake Dono coming in. I don't say their names if they're a fake dono. Thank you, Fake Dono. $20 coming in and need Trump's 20. That brings us down to 180 tonight. Guys, thank you. Let's, we got our fucking dicks rocked this morning we had one of our biggest losses of all time this morning. So knockout tonight. Be very generous. It's Matt's last night. We're celebrating Matt's last night. Thank you for those back-to-back 20s. I could stand to make a bunch more of those 20s. That would be great. And whatever we go over the goal tonight goes into Matt's pocket. We are writing off this morning as a loss. I don't want to chase that one. I'll drive myself nuts. So let's hammer out tonight. And then whatever we go over goes right to Matt. We give it to him as a goodbye, as a farewell. So as a thank you to Matt and a goodbye to him, go ahead and throw in a couple of bucks. There's all the links in the chat. Thank you guys for keeping this show on the air as long as you have. And I hope you feel like keeping it on the air even longer. I appreciate all of your support. This was a story we had sent to us by an audience member.
Yeah.
So if it fails miserably and you hate this show and you think it's terrible and we suck, it's their fault.
Blame yourselves.
Yeah,
the audience.
It's all you guys. You guys fucked this one up brutally. Apparently on CNN last night, they were having a panel discussion. And here's what I don't get about these panel discussion segments when you're on the news.
Okay.
You purposely bring on a bunch of people with different opinions. And then it always ends with these panels being shocked that some of these people had a different opinion.
Oh my God, no way.
It's so, they all end in these big meltdowns of like, how dare you say that? Yeah, we're sitting on opposite sides of the table for a reason, because optically here on TV, the network people want us to argue and fight.
Yeah.
So, this is kind of what we're supposed to be doing. Well, on CNN, they got into a fight about Israel and Gaza, Israel and Hezbollah, Israel and Palestine. And needless to say, once in a while, those get heated, especially when one guy's name is Gurdusky and the other guy's name is Hassan. Those tend to be pretty passionate debates with people who have something to lose. So you remember the story when all the beepers blew up in Lebanon? All those alleged Hezbollah members had rigged pagers that the Israelis had snuck explosives into. And when the pagers went off, it turned into a bomb. Well, very awkward moment on CNN here between this Gurdusky fella and Mehdi Hassan as they argue about the Middle East. Here we go.
You don't want to be called Nazis. Stop doing.
You're called an
You've
been called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and no, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. So I'm used to it.
Yeah. I hope you're.
So the Jew versus the Middle Eastern guy. These always end.
Which one's which
peacefully.
again?
Corpse 2.
Beeper doesn't go off. The thing is.
Whoa, we missed it. I'm sorry. I thought it was towards the end.
You don't want to be called Nazis. Stop doing.
You're called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and no, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. So I'm used to it.
Yeah. I hope your beeper doesn't go off.
Wow. I mean, he hoped it doesn't go off.
It was a very nice sentiment.
Yes.
Hope your beeper doesn't go off.
Clearly, like, I like you. I hope your beeper doesn't go off.
There really was no reason to take this to street level 14 seconds into the discussion. There was no reason for the passive-aggressive Judaism that quickly into the debate. I mean, let things build up. Let you guys really start to hate each other before you call the guy a terrorist with an explosive beeper. It's kind of a rough start to the argument. I just, all I'm saying is, I don't sense a lot of good faith coming out of, I hope your beeper doesn't go off, Muslim fella, says the Jew.
The thing is that
you just say I should die?
You should not.
No,
Did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that.
No, he's saying, Matt clearly stated, he said he hope it doesn't go off.
Yeah, it was a compliment. He likes you.
Right. So he's looking over. This is like looking over.
Oh, fuck, what? I'm finished.
This is like looking over at the referee, just being like, can you call something? Can you, because this is not going to go. Could you help me out?
Commercial.
He's looking at the person leading the, literally, he's looking over at the host of the show going, can you jump in here? Because this, I feel like I might have just fucked up.
Else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and no, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians. So I'm used to it.
Yeah. I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die?
You should not.
No,
Did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed?
Hold on.
Now they're both looking at the host, and the host is like, motherfucker, you guys, hosting this panel show was a nice DEI gig I got. There's 6 of you here at a time, so I have to do very, very little. Fuck, why do you make me jump in? Why?
I said I hope
Guys,
you
let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go off.
Because you said I'm a big supporter
of the Palestinians.
Hamas.
Guys, let me
said
stop.
Palestinians.
Are you?
Am I what? No, of course I'm not.
Palestinians are not.
I apologize.
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against me?
Ryan.
Wow.
Like I said,
I've seen that face before.
like I said, this conversation is not going to be productive.
No.
I feel. And you got to remember, a lot of Americans watch this shit to get their news and information. So if you ever wonder why some of us walk around pretty retarded all day, it's because this is the height of intellectual discussion they get. we got Drewy Goldstein over here, and we got Boom Boom Hassan, and they're going to go after each other with every stereotype there is. Are you a supporter of Hamas? No. Well, then I'm sorry. I apologize. I said that.
That's disgusting. That is completely.
No, I apologize.
That
Good
is
job, CNN.
completely
Let's have first
out
block
of
say the
pocket.
Muslim guy
You
should
know
be
that.
blown
I
up.
apologize.
He is kind of doing the Jewish thing, too, where he's like, what? I said, I'm sorry. I know I made a joke that the Muslim man here has an explosive pager that'll go blow up when he gets dialed and he'll die. But I said, I'm sorry. What's the big deal? Why is everybody so mashuga?
On
I
TV.
apologize.
Don't say then I apologize. You literally.
I thought he said
accused
Hamas.
him.
I apologize.
You didn't think I said Hamas.
Yes,
I
I
said
did.
I support
Yes, I did.
Palestinian
Yes, I
rights.
did.
Why? Because when you hear
What's funny is Rudy Giuliani said this.
How funny would it be if he actually did have a beeper and it went off right now and he exploded? Like, this was all just projection. He was like, how dare you say that to me? I was like, oh, shit.
Yesterday, so you're a great guest to be here to
right.
defend Rudy Giuliani.
Give me I one wasn't going to Give me entertain 1 nonsense second. today, and so at this point,
This is what we're in
I
now.
can't
This
do
is America in
Here's
2024.
what I will say.
Oh, no. Hey, wait a minute.
Drinking his coffee.
This guy's got a little blood of the tribe in him, too, because he's doing a little victim, a little bit of like, oh, how dare he say that to me? I'm very emotionally injured by that. This just must be the way America is now. It's very sad.
Forget the
Here's what
racism.
that's right.
It's I should
That's
die.
right.
I didn't say that. You
You
should
said,
die.
what does beeper mean? Don't give me your
I
fake
did not say
Beeper is a tool. It was used primarily in the 90s. And what you would do is you would call it, and he wasn't asking.
No.
I thought he was trying to help. I thought he was.
It doesn't go off.
Yeah.
You should
Guys,
die.
Why did you say with my beeper go?
So what did you mean?
What did you mean by the beeper?
So what did you mean?
What did you mean by the beeper?
I'd be insulted that it was 2024 and a guy insinuated I had a beeper.
Right?
We're missing the forest.
Am I poor?
Yeah. Oh, because I'm a brown man, I must not have any money.
No, you didn't. You said, I hope your beeper doesn't go off.
Ryan, stop talking.
At least have the
Right. It's never good when the host goes,
Stop.
I know we brought you here to speak.
But don't.
That was clearly a mistake. We'd like you to stop speaking.
Wait, I've heard that before.
I really hope we knock out tonight's goal and you make a little money being here tonight. I really do. It's Matt's farewell, guys. Throw into the PayPal, the Streamlabs, the Super Chats, everything else. Let's make some money tonight after our horrendous defeat last night.
You're racist.
I'm sorry, last night we did great. This morning, I meant.
Sorry.
Let her bring it back.
This is why yesterday's rally was disgusting.
Don't call us
and
Nazis, but I'm going to
outrageous.
threaten the brown guys
This
as
is
terrorists
why.
and kill them.
You know what? I gotta give this to Mehdi Hassan. He is doing a very good job of being the victim in this thing. He is really, and now you got, and you know who the smartest people in the room are? The two white people who are just sitting there with their hands folded, going, "All right, I have an aggrieved Muslim man, I have a mouthy Jewish fella, and I have two angry black women. This is where white people sit back and try to remain completely still."
Just shut the fuck up.
Because I didn't ever say Donald Trump was Hitler. But do you know who stood on a stage yesterday and said, I want to come to the Nazi rally? I don't.
Hitler?
What?
Oh.
Who said that?
I did. I want to come to the Nazi rally. But I said that when I was lying on my back in my bed.
While watching a video of a Nazi rally.
Watching a Nuremberg rally. Yeah, that was totally different. Ma'am, you are taking me completely out of context. This is what the media does. They take your words and they spin them and they turn them against you. When I said
Yesterday and said, I want to come to the Nazi rally.
What I meant was, while I'm watching this speech, I'd like to lay back in my bed and relax a little. Not that I wanted to physically go to a Nazi rally. That would be disgusting. So instead, I just grabbed a towel from my bedside, little holder there. I cleaned up and I went back to work.
I don't have to make up words and call you something. You're saying it for yourself. And what you just said
Kamala
right
Harris
here,
is a pimp
apologize,
handler.
but I will tell you, I don't accept that apology, and you didn't even
That's
say it to
fine.
me.
I didn't say it
that
to
was
you.
disgusting. But I can be offended when you don't even say it.
Well, don't pull out your pistol and hold it sideways and accidentally shoot a kid. That'd be funny if he just goes around and he just does it to everybody.
Right.
Like, well, don't give me a lethal dose of crack mixed with methamphetamine or fucking fentanyl. Damn it.
To me, I'm not Puerto Rican, but I was offended by what he said yesterday. And I'm offended that the former...
I may not be Puerto Rican, but as a bitch who loves to stab motherfuckers, I get it. I understand.
president and potentially future president would allow it and go for 12 hours and not say, I don't care. Because you know what? When Kamala Harris put out statements about switching up opinions, it wasn't good enough for Republicans.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you said it.
Why don't you take this back a little?
Yeah, this is what I mean. White people always just sit still during this shit and go,
look at her fucking eyeballs bulging out.
Yeah, it's like when you have white people and you have a bunch of minorities yelling at each other, white people really do believe, just like with like grizzly bears or something, that if they stand perfectly still, nobody's going to see them, nobody's going to bother them. And what did I say? They're going to end up dragging one of the whiteys into this, and she sure did.
Go for 12 hours and not say...
See, now right now, the white guy is sitting there going like this. Black lady's yelling at the Jew. Jew just yelled at the Muslim. I think I might be safe here. Sit still and not say a fucking word.
Hours and not say, I don't care, because you know what? When Kamala Harris put out statements about switching
he's like,
up
fuck.
opinions, it wasn't good enough for Republicans.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you...
See, the white guy's like, I literally wanted fucking nothing to do with any of this shit. I did not want to have any part in what the fuck you guys are doing. 2-0 with $20. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. It says beeper monthly payment. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus.
Cost you $20 for those?
Pakistan says, this is not interesting. Matt offers nothing. OG. Wow. Why didn't you offer anything?
OG golly. I don't know.
I'll tell you this, Pakistan. I disagree with you. I thought that was very interesting. I thought it was really funny. You and I might just have different tastes, and that's
well, with
okay.
that name, clearly he had one side in that story.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's going to be times in this program where you don't like something, and I love it. I think it's great, and I'm very entertained by it, and I think we're offering you a little product here, and you may not, and that's all right. I'm not going to be a guy who shits on you for that. You're allowed to think that something isn't interesting. I do think that is – I think that fucking political theater stuff can be a lot of fun. I really do. XJX with $2 says, does Matt owe you money if you don't hit the goal today? I don't want to find out. That
wasn't a no.
Annoyed Wawa supervisor with $2 says, Matt, I know I have normally just treated you like an oafish buffoon, but I wish you the best and hope you enjoy eventually cutting the cat off of Ape's wrecked Silverado. Hashtag Wawa cares.
I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate it.
It's not very nice to say about someone who used to work for this program. My goodness. That puts us 160 away from tonight. Thank you guys very much. If you feel like contributing, it is Matt's last night when we knock out tonight's goal. If we knock out tonight's goal, the rest goes to Matt. So thank you guys very much. Rally up, throw in a few bucks, and help us send Matt off on a high note today. Another $20 coming in. Thank you very. Oh, fake dono.
Yeah,
I can't say who it was.
All right,
2107. That's a very odd number to throw in, but thank you very much for the fake dono. We appreciate that. That puts us 140 away from today, guys. That's getting kind of close. Keep it up, and we can have this thing hammered out in a little bit, and then we can start making Matt some money. Uh-oh. What happened?
What'd you do? What happened?
Oh, no.
What?
I got a little,
What?
I got it out. It's an SP thing.
Oh.
I don't know if she's going to be here by the end of the show. She was coming over tonight, but it might be later.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh. That's a bummer.
Okay.
I would love to have her make it here before the end of your farewell program. All right. Oh, boy. So apparently the woman who hosts that show then posted a video response.
Oh, that's...
Holy shit. That fucking beeper comment really shook things up at CNN. How much you want to bet that guy's not coming back on that show?
Yeah, never, ever. Not allowed.
Although if I'm Mehdi Hassan, 100% as a gag for tomorrow's show, I'd go out and buy a beeper and just put it on the table and go, I fucking dare any of you to make a comment. Dare any of you. Let's check out the statement that was put out by the CNN host Abby Phillip.
Hey, I'm sure everyone has seen what happened on the show tonight. I just wanted to address one quick thing. As you may have seen, Ryan was asked to leave the show, and we have put out a statement saying that he's not welcome back on our...
Oh, yep. Had to see that coming.
Wow.
Fired, so fired. He's not coming back.
Huh.
It is a weird thing to say to somebody. Like on a political talk show, it's an odd thing to say.
But I thought they run the... So why did he...
What?
Huh?
What?
I thought they...
the Jew. I see. Yeah. The Jews. No. Maybe he's not Jewish. Maybe he just looks like it.
There is a line here on this program, and it was crossed. But I want to be clear as well that we did not ask Mehdi to not come back. In fact, we really wanted him to come back and finish the show. We had a lot to talk to him
Wait a
about.
minute. They cut off the clip before they sent those two off? They literally put them in timeout?
Apparently.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I got to go on Twitter and find the rest of that.
And we really hope that he'll join us again soon. But for those of you who are wondering why he did not come back, I just want to be super clear that
his beeper went off and it blew off half his cock and balls. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make it back to the show for a while. He's nursing an injury.
That was not in any way because we didn't want him back at all. And I won't speak for him, but I just wanted to make sure that you all knew that that was not what happened there.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know that the two guys we don't really give a shit about are going to be okay. I appreciate it. I want to see where they got kicked off the program. That's what I want to see. Gays for Trump says I am team Ryan Godursky all the way. See, this is
enough for Republicans.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you said it.
Why don't you take this back a little? If you don't.
So, all I'm seeing is the 2-minute clip. Yeah, that's all anyone has. Oh, here we go.
I want to just address what happened in the last segment. And first, I want to apologize to Mehdi Hassan for what was said at this table. It was completely unacceptable. When we get this discussion started, you'll see that Ryan is not at the table. There is a line that was crossed there, and it's not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to us at this network. We want discussion. We want people who disagree with each other to talk to each other.
But we don't want them to insinuate that one of them is going to blow up in a terrorist bomb. I mean, I'll be honest.
As they both, commit terroristic activity on each other. So
I don't like the canceling. I don't like people getting fired. But I will say sometimes you're running a business and you got to fire people who fuck up. And that guy fucked up pretty bad. Like, you don't say, oh, congratulations, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. Like, that's... You maybe on Real Time with Bill Maher, you can get away with that. But not on, like, straight-laced news network kind of a thing.
Oh, no, yeah, because they're so fucking credible and are trying to bring you the truth. Not push a narrative.
But when you cross the line of a complete lack of civility, that is not going to happen here on
Cross the
this
line
show.
that we're trying to
I go to CNN for civility, sir. When I turn on Van Jones yelling about Whitey, I go, you know what? This is what I come here for. Civil education.
Exactly.
It's a heated time. We're in the middle of a political season. We are 8 days from a presidential election.
God.
What? Oh, my God. Me and my calendar.
But we can have conversations about what is happening in this country
Sure.
without resorting to the lowest of the lowest kind of discourse. Want to address that, and I want to apologize to the viewers at home.
You know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea. In fact, I would recommend that CNN just starts every show off with that. If CNN would just start every show off with, we'd like to apologize to you, the viewer. I would probably watch CNN more because I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
At least you're self-aware. And I appreciate that. All right, well, that guy's gone. Won't see him around the CNN hallways anymore. $1 from Clopogram says, Aaron, I hope you have a gift for Matt at the end, like a 6-pack or something else, if the goal is not done. My plan was the gift was going to be all the cash that came in.
So give money
to say goodbye to Matt. No, my plan was to not fail tonight, make enough money to stay on the air, and then give Matt the rest. That was going to be the big gift tonight. Text coming in. Matt could talk to KB about Corpse Tube. I don't know. We'll see. I hope Corpse Tube takes off. Boys and girls, we are $140 away from tonight. I hope you guys feel like contributing. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, etc. If you'd like to do that, hopefully we can get it hammered out tonight. And then hopefully we can make Matt a little money. That would be good. There are people who are like, why don't you just give him some money? Guys, I don't think you realize, like, we suck. Like, we don't make like that. When that goal gets hit, it's like, whew, lived another day. It's not like I just have money. Like, Steel Toe Media does not have money to just hand to people. I don't. We're getting there. We're getting close. Hopefully I can again someday. But, like, people are like, oh, you're just being a selfish fuck. It's like, I'm not. I can't give them what I don't have. Let's go to this one. Let's go to Minneapolis.
Ooh, yeah.
This was really weird to me because you never hear, and this is kind of like the racism of the media. To me. And the racism of the media is like a black guy can shoot a black guy in Minneapolis. And the media will just not make a thing of it.
No, just like another day.
Might not even get any time. But if a white guy shoots a black guy, now all of a sudden that black life becomes valuable. But, it's kind of the age-old thing. When it's black on black, there's no value attached to the life. But if they can get some kind of racism thing going, then it becomes a story. And to me, that's just really sad because the story we're about to show you, in my opinion, would be tragic no matter what the color of the shooter or the color of the guy who got shot.
Well, again, it's
was.
CNN, so you go there to get your truth.
That's true, guys. This is a CNN story. They are here to report the truth.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look. So this guy's he's sawing.
What?
Yeah, he's sawing a log.
He's just
cutting down a tree.
Cutting down a tree in his front yard. Like, he's got a house. He's got, like, he's just a dude.
His neighbor just shot him.
He's just a dude.
Yeah.
And his neighbor shoots him. What time is this? It can't be early, obviously.
A white man was arrested for allegedly shooting his
And
black...
like they start with that. They're like,
Yeah,
a white man
man
was arrested. It's like, to me, that's just weird. Like, that's that kind of shit that purposely keeps us divided, because what people do who see that story is they don't look at CNN and go, these motherfuckers, these pieces of shit, they're just trying to divide white people and black people. A lot of people who watch this shit, like, get mad at black people or get mad at white people.
Yeah.
And it's like, retards, that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they want you to react. The media people putting on this story, I'm not saying that. The media people, although the media people putting on this story want to be disingenuous cunts so that you get mad at each other. Get mad at them for reporting it like assholes. A neighbor shot his neighbor for no fucking reason because he's a Looney Tune, and the community is outraged. Instead, a white guy shot a black guy. Whoa, you guys mad about that? Because they're automatically setting it up for the white people to go, well, I wonder what the full story is. And they're setting the black people up to go, well, let's just fucking take that white guy out now and just convict him immediately and send him to jail.
Right.
It's like they're trying to stoke those emotions and play on people's, like, knee-jerk reactions, and it's fucking gross.
Black neighbor while doing yard work at his home in Minneapolis. Davis Maturi was shot in the neck, surviving the incident. Court documents say his neighbor, John Sawchek, believed Maturi was on his property line. He shot him through...
Okay. It's fine to believe that man was on your property line. But
calling both. Okay.
But maybe we do something like, and I'm just going to spitball some ideas. Go out there and talk to him about it.
Yes.
Call a surveyor. Discuss it with your neighbor. All of these ideas, and probably about 13 or 14 other ideas, come before opening up a window and just shooting the guy like you're Tommy Lee Jones in Cobb.
I'm sure there's more than 13 or 14 before you get to shooting him.
I was being generous.
Oh, yeah. No, he was cutting. What do you mean on the property line? It didn't say he was cutting down a tree on the neighbor's property. That would have been where he was standing. That would have been on the property line if the tree was just across the property line.
I mean,
this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Look, man, I grew up in the suburbs. I know neighbors can get cunty over trimming branches and shit like that and trees and all that. But I mean,
oh, fuck yeah, they can.
There's never guns, man.
Through a window on the second story of his house.
The bullet like went down through my neck and then all the way back to my spine.
Sawchek has been charged with 4 counts, including attempted murder, stalking, and
now look at
harassment.
this fucking gem.
What the fuck is that?
He's shirtless, wearing Mickey Mouse ears in his garden. So we're dealing with a real normal guy.
This
here.
is the guy that shot the black guy?
This is the nut that not only shot the black guy, sniped him from his second-story window.
He doesn't picture me as someone who would have a gun.
Pictures me, you know what? Look, there's a lot of things you could tell me about this guy, and if you showed me the picture of him with his man titties out wearing a Mickey Mouse hat, I'd believe you. You know, this guy freezes his own shit to a stick and eats it later and calls it a shitsicle.
I think you better check the freezer in his basement.
You might want to check this guy's freezer. His dad might be there. Can we find out if this guy's dad's alive? Jesus. Is there a water heater in his front yard?
The incident, which prosecutors are calling racially motivated, comes after a year of ongoing issues between the neighbors.
What was that?
Again, then, tough guy.
Stay away.
You can't throw a punch, can you?
The Maturis had called...
First of all, I'm not going to walk up to
Is he holding a gun right there? What is he doing?
It looks like a pry bar. But I'm not going to walk up to some random black dude and just go, I bet you can't throw a punch, because you don't want to find out if he can.
No.
Police to report at least 19 prior.
Last time I thought a black guy couldn't throw a punch, I end up with a busted nose and a first-round knockout.
Incidents involving Sawcheck, including threatening physical assault, according to court documents. Police say they've been working to arrest him for prior threats and acts of violence against Maturi and other neighbors since April.
So this guy just goes out with his shirt off all the time, just being a dick to his neighbors?
Yeah, not just this guy, like all neighbors. Again, going out being a problem to all of the neighbors, not just the black guy. This isn't a racial thing. This is just a fucking asshole.
Jesus.
Visiting his house over 20 times.
If you're saying you're scared, what does that do to me, you know? Like, you have this body armor, you have professional training. When I call for assistance, when I called for have a knife pointed at me, I had to wait hours and hours and hours.
Days after he was charged in the shooting, police arrested Sawcheck.
So there was extensive work by our officers to try and make contact, to try and bring this person into custody, and we were unsuccessful.
Oh, he was on the lam.
So in that sense, yes, we failed this victim. He should not have been shot. But I will say this, we had no reason to suspect that he would shoot the neighbor from inside the house.
Oh, they're saying that with all the calls that they got about this guy before the shooting even happened, they should have picked this guy up.
But clearly he was a problem, not to just this guy. It was multiple neighbors. When the fuck do you do something?
Right, yeah. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says he fucking shot a guy, kick his door down and fuck his shit up, right? This is one of those stories where it does kind of give the black community in the city a reason to go, hey, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure, I will side with them on this. If I was a black guy who shot somebody, I'm pretty sure the cops would be in there with a battering ram, go, get on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
Fucking shoot a pit bull. Like, they would go in there and they would take care of business.
Yeah, the racial part isn't the crime. The racial part is how it was fucking handled by the police.
Yeah.
That kind of is.
They gave him a few days.
Yeah.
After he fucking shot a guy. And not just shot a guy. He didn't shoot a guy who was walking up to his front door.
No.
He shot a guy who was cutting a tree down.
Yeah.
Which I would just say thank you for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe hand him a beer. Say, thanks. Better view now. I appreciate it. If Mickey Mouse were black, he'd be dead. I mean, there's a chance, right?
Yeah.
There's a chance. Alyssa with $4.99 says, eat a stick of butter right now and the chat will pay the goal. I pledge $20. I'm good. Thank you very much.
No butter.
But that is a good bit. I've said it before. I like the butter bit. Keep it going. I do enjoy that one. Scott Richard Staska with $4.99 says, I have some pretty funny pics of Matt on a swing. What does that mean?
Swing?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What were you doing on a swing?
I wasn't swinging. Well, not like that.
Thanks, buddy. Bring it up. Go ahead. Bring it up.
I didn't bring it up. Staska did.
Guys, this is Matt's last day. Go ahead and throw in a few bucks and let's celebrate Matt's
knock the fucking goal out.
Matt's tenure on the show. Every dollar we go over the goal goes right to Matt, but we have to knock it out first. Right now we are 135 away from knocking out tonight's goal. We've only got 35 minutes left, so if you'd like to, please get that money in quickly. We would appreciate it. At the very least, let's knock out the goal.
No, I say, you guys want to show how much you actually fucking hate me and you're going to be happy I'm gone? Just go right to the goal, hit the goal, and stop. Because that would fuck me.
Because what's our total loss now today? 325. 325 is a lot. Power of positive. It's the positivity era of Steel Toe. So, you know, I said that I'll smile all the way to the grave. Let's just say the hole's being dug right now.
Gotcha.
135 away. Let's hammer it out, guys. I would appreciate that. Throw in a few bucks.
Oh, it's the fat lawyer, guys.
I thought this was very interesting. I was watching, you know, I'll be honest, I'm a little overloaded on news about my past.
No way.
Yeah, it's been a lot this week. There's been a lot of fucking up, a lot of mental breakdowns, a lot of goofy shit going on, a lot of DMs getting leaked of other people. And it's like, people think that I'm watching it and going like, yeah, ha, 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 fuck you guys. And I'm not. Like, I've been saying a lot the last few months. I've been saying I hope everyone gets better, especially, April. I hope she gets away from all this toxicity and finds a better life and, surrounds herself with family and loved ones and whatnot. And so when I'm rooting for that, I'm genuinely rooting for that.
Yep.
So when I see all the bad shit from this week already, just 2 days in, I'm like it takes you back to that place and you just go, oh, geez, this is like, it's emotionally exhausting.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like, I'm paid up on that news for today. Like I was like, I went to the gym today. I came back. All this stuff was going on. And I'm like, you know what? I'll cover it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it on tonight's show. But there was an interesting clip that came out of Sean's show. And I've been watching a lot of Potentially Criminal lately. And there's Nate the lawyer and Kurt from Uncivil Law on this clip. And they either received a question or the topic came up about what happened to LawTube.
Okay.
Now, before Nick was a coke fiend and a degenerate and, a narcissistic manipulator and user and projector, I know he may have still been those.
I think he always was. It just finally came out.
True. But he had brought a bunch of lawyers on streams to talk about things. It was this new concept. They would watch these trials. And because Nick's channel was the one hosting it, it would make a shitload of money in super chats.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, Nick confused that for he's a good broadcaster and he's entertaining rather than he stumbled upon a format that works.
Yep.
Nick fancied himself a good personality. He wasn't, but he was a really good program director. But he didn't know that. He didn't have the broadcasting know-how to know that he was a really good program director. As a personality, he's kind of boring and vanilla. He used to have all these guys on, and then it was called LawTube, and all these LawTube fans went, hey, what happened to the days of all these lawyers watching shit? It's kind of like the fall of the Roman Empire. When it fell, it just broke into these small little kingdoms.
Okay.
Nobody was doing the 50,000, 100,000 people at a time thing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, we got today an answer to the question of why LawTube basically broke up. And this is another kind of jab, another kind of poke that I don't think Nick needed this week.
Oh.
Let's go to Nate the lawyer.
Just so you guys understand, the thing that broke up the LawTube cabal is money, 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 money. And now thinking back,
the attempt to basically unionize it, and I was like, oh boy.
No, you know what? I think people.
Now, what's nice about this clip is all three of these guys were part of it.
Yeah.
So they know. And you see like Kurt smirking because Nate's about to say something that none of them have really talked about publicly. So they're agreeing with Nate, but they're also trying to go, okay, this is going to be. Because it does kind of come off as like it's just, Nick's tied to a pole right now and he's bloodied and they're just taking fucking free shots at him, of course.
People didn't realize. So when Nick was doing Rittenhouse and Johnny Depp and all these other things, having 10 lawyers come onto a stream and talk about the case is so valuable. So valuable. Because don't forget.
It was basically like a CNN. They had these big panels, And Nick was the CNN. He could have been like the head of CNN that put these shows together. Instead, he thought he was Anderson Cooper.
Oh.
He wasn't Anderson Cooper. He's, kind of.
That's what blew up.
And I didn't see
the
it.
rich parents.
Oh.
Any of it?
Yeah.
Oh, here, go back. I'm sorry.
So valuable. So valuable. Because don't forget that's what blew up.
And I didn't see any of it.
So the title of this is The Thing That Broke Up LawTube. I think you heard in Kurt's voice right there what broke up LawTube.
Yeah.
Because Nate's right. You had these 10 people on there, and they're all bringing their audience.
Yep.
And then you got Nick's channel's hosting it. He brings his audience. So this is
builds.
It's a team effort.
Right.
And so all this money comes in, and the channel hosting it gets all the money. That's how it works. And Kurt's going, I didn't see any of it. And that is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Because all these people are helping you make this money.
Yep.
You can throw them a couple bucks. Now, you can say that Nick's being a cheap fuck. He's being Jewish, whatever. However,
Mm-hmm.
These guys are all lawyers. They're not shy about things like this. He can ask you to come on the stream and you can go, how much?
Yep.
How much am I getting? What's the pay here? Now they're going to get into that part here in a second, and that's where it kind of gets a little dicey.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm thinking if you're making, some of these guys are making $20,000, $30,000 a day, and you don't think about giving it to any of your, just at least saying, hey, you know what? I know you're helping me. You're coming to my channel every day, helping me get these views and subs. It's not me. Just break off a little something, or even like a gift or something. But none of those people did that. And
so you make 20,000. You got 10 people there. You're one of them. Give each one of the 9 $1,000, and you can take home 11 grand for your trouble.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And you know how much that 1,000 that would have went a long way for those people. They would have appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
That they came on for a couple hours and they made $1,000. That's cool.
And matter of fact, I think Nick even promised a couple of people to actually break them off a piece and never broke them off a piece. So
now here's the problem. Now that we have the benefit of hindsight, Nick has lied a lot. Nick has broken a lot of promises. Nick continues to lie, continues to break promises. And then, of course, when confronted, says, no, I didn't. Well, okay, well, then I guess we're at a stalemate there. But to find out that even in the beginning days of LawTube, like even 3, 4, 5 years ago, he was going, oh, yeah, I got you. Oh, yeah, I'm going to pay you. And then those people never got paid. Yeah, that's going to piss people off, and that's going to break up the whole LawTube thing. Problem is, a guy like Nick, he doesn't see that these people have a legitimate point. No. He just turns it into, they all turned on me. They all turned their back on me.
It was them.
Yeah, it was all them. I didn't do anything.
They fucked me.
Yeah, I didn't do anything wrong. Didn't do it. Lawyer fucked me.
None of those people did that. And matter of fact, I think Nick even promised a couple of people to actually break them off a piece and never broke them off a piece. So just to let everybody know, it was the thing that
I'm holding all my jokes because it's an unfortunate choice of words. All right, go ahead.
Broke the reason why
that's some hot goss I never heard.
Oh yeah. No, there's I don't know if he wants. Well, there's two people. I don't know if they want me to say their names, but they say they were promised by Nick a piece of some of the action, and then it disappeared, and they never got it.
That's shitty. That's really shitty. It's also like there is part of it.
Yeah.
And look, everybody knows there's no love lost here, but like there is part of it where, like I said, the guy's tied to a post right now, and you're beating the fucking shit out of him. You're sitting there and you're going, yeah, he promised people money, and guess what? He fucked them over. Like, Jesus.
So, and that was the reason. That's kind of what broke everything up. So, and then I remember we were all arguing over who, because then it was like the next trial. So it was like, who would be a solo person to do the next trial?
Oh yeah, like I saw that. Well, that part of like
that part got really
we're gonna organize this, and we're gonna have that's. You put a bunch of lawyers in a room, all they're going to do is start fighting, and that's that.
Especially when you put a big pot of money in the middle of the table. And you think about it, the way they're describing this LawTube breakup, it's really no different than sports dynasties.
Yep.
They break up over money. All the bit players start getting better, and other teams want them, and they're going to pay them more, so they take off, and the dynasty breaks apart. A really great band, all of a sudden there's a shitload of money. All the bandmates think they should get more.
Yeah.
The band argues, the band breaks up. It's a tale as old as time. There was a big pot of money, more money than you'd ever thought you'd see in your life, and people just got greedy. People just, as they say in Scarface, they became a haza. They wanted more than what they need.
Oh, okay.
And also with all these big personalities, there's egos too.
Yep.
Everyone feels like whatever they might get isn't enough, that they deserve a bigger cut because they're the better one and all this. This is just, the whole LawTube thing, now it's fractured. Now Sean does his own thing. Andrew does his own thing. Nate does his own thing. Kurt does his own thing.
Now they're all getting a little piece.
Which is nice. Yeah, they're all making money.
Yeah, more than they were with Nick.
The thing about promising people money and then not paying them, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's a shitty deal.
It was a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
So,
there's a lot of hurt feelings during the whole Johnny Depp thing.
Yes, there were.
Well, that's just it, because all of these people are seeing like Nick's channel get all the views and all the subscriptions, but they're like, he's not even the best guy here.
No.
He's not even the guy given the best legal analysis. And they see, Nick gets the Johnny Depp thing, and then he ends up on that Netflix documentary. And now that we have the privilege of time, we see that Sean's a better legal mind. Legal Mindset's a better legal mind. Kurt's a better legal mind. Nate. And they're all kind of funnier personalities too, like better broadcasters as well. So it does seem like there's a lot of animosity with these guys. And it's also, I feel like the animosity seems heightened because they also feel vindicated now.
Yeah.
You know, like their animosity was righteous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All over a couple of both who are both lunatics.
Couple of what?
Both who were just lunatics.
Oh.
So that, if you're ever wondering why LawTube came to a halt, it's the same old money.
Mm-hmm.
It was the money. Always with the money. Gray Duckling with $20. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, buddy. He says, Matt, you will be missed. New boot goofing. Oh, that means he's He's not kidding. He's saying you will be missed.
You want to see me on a swing?
I mean, that's just you on a swing.
Well, it's a child swing.
It is a child swing.
It's a handicapped child swing.
You look utterly retarded, but it doesn't look.
Yeah. See, I don't know if this is what Staska has, but there's me on a swing.
That's him on. That's him on a swing.
Uh-huh.
$1 from Annoyed Wawa Supervisor.
That's me swinging.
Says, Aaron, I know you're struggling today. Perhaps Matt could recommend a Stained song to get you through your pain, or some other band that you only listen to on Kratom. Respectfully, of course. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, that puts us 120 away. Thank you very much, guys. Just push a little bit harder here, and we will get the rest of that 120 knocked out. And then after that, Matt can take all the rest. All the rest will go into Matt's pocket. Oh, my goodness. Time out, everybody.
God damn.
Mr. Dan with $140. Holy shit. Wow. Mr. Dan is the man. He says, F the morning show first, then F Matt, NBG on the mat. There you go. 140. That means $20 is in Matt's pocket right now. $20. Here, I'm going to put it this way in the chat. $20 in Matt's pocket now. There we go. It's Matt's final show. 20, but we've knocked out today's goal, everybody. Thank you so much.
That was a fake dono. I sent it in for myself.
That was Mr. Dan. No, that didn't even. They usually say fake dono. They say fake dono if they're a fake dono.
But I faked being Mr. Dan.
That was Mr. Dan. By the way, fucking Worski.
Huh?
I want to talk to Worski for a second. And then I want to talk to PPP.
I don't.
I'm watching the Keno Casino because I'm a fan. I enjoy the show. I know what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Not personal. They're goofing on people. Worski on his show, because they were talking about how Nick had said that Aaron and the Keno Casino are working together.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? And PPP, they got like 4,000 people watching them over on Kick.
All right.
And PPP raises the point. He's like, why would I be working under Aaron's control when I have a bigger audience than he does? And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. But then Worski goes, yeah, and didn't he also admit that he fakes donos? I'm like, no, I did not. Because I don't. And Worski he puts it out there flippantly. He's like, yeah, he admitted that he fakes donos. I'm like, I don't fake donos, number one, but I've never admitted it. We even do a bit on the show where people's donos say fake dono on them.
Dude, learn the difference between real and a bit.
So fucking Worski.
My God.
Worski goes on to and I'm laughing. Like I'm entertained by it. But like I'm at the gym today. I got my headphones in.
Yeah.
And Worski goes, yeah, and didn't Aaron say that he fakes donos? I'm like, no. Like, fucking A, Andy. And then PPP goes, yeah, buddy. When Nick was talking about the medical benefits of cocaine to Aaron, when Aaron said, I'm worried we're doing too much cocaine, buddy, Nick sat him down and prepared a Microsoft PowerPoint. And he put Aaron in the little desk with the chair attached to it. And he got out a yardstick. And he gave a PowerPoint presentation on how cocaine can be medically okay for you.
You might as well have.
He said he sat him down in and then PPP even went, this is not a joke. And I'm sitting there listening, just completely fucking humiliated, or felt it, as they say. And he's like, buddy, he sat him down and he put him in the chair, in the desk with the chair attached like in school. And he put him in there and he put a PowerPoint up and he had a yardstick, buddy. And he's pointing with the yardstick about how medical it is to use cocaine. And he made Aaron sit there through the whole 45-minute PowerPoint, buddy. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just sitting there watching these two going, guys, not true. But I'm not going to reach out to either of them because that's just going to be more embarrassing for me.
Right.
I'm just going to listen to the show and laugh. But I'm just sitting there going, guys. No.
Yeah.
Das Optic Nerd says, you can't keep PPP, can't stay down forever, not with 4 barrels in them. PPP is a porker, 13-footer. You know that when you're in the water, Chief? You measure it from his curly hair to his fat ass. I'm kidding. I like PPP. It's just that the description with which he went into the power, like, there was no PowerPoint. Silverwolf with $5 says, Auf Wiedersehen, Kommandantin Matt. Wir werden Sie vermissen. Something about something about Nazis and Jews. Mr. Me gifting a membership. Thank you very much. Mr. Dan Man with another $5 to say 5 more to prove I'm real and not a fake. Fucking nerds. Thank you very much, buddy. $25 in Matt's. Well, no, $30.
Ooh.
In Matt's pocket right now. If you guys want to go a little higher, there's the links in the chat. Every dime you throw at the show right now goes right into Matt's pocket. Rachel becoming a baby boot. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for your memberships, guys. We do a once a week members only show on Sundays. So if you want to become a member, all kinds of cool stuff that comes with that. And hopefully you feel like becoming one. Kyle with $20 over on PayPal. There we go. Thank you very much. $50 in Matt's pocket. Look at that. The numbers are going up for old Matty boy. $50.
Hell yeah.
Vince Griswold with $10 says, Matadors Rally. This is it. Every dime goes to Matt from now on. So everything from here on out is a Matador Rally. That's going to put us at $57. Let's call that an even 60. $60 in Matt's pocket right now. Oh, my God. Thank you guys so much over on Rumble, on YouTube. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit all of the wonderful buttons that help this show grow. Oh, my God. Matt is starting to make a little cash right now. Thank you guys, Mr. Dan Man especially, for knocking out tonight. That is so nice of you. We appreciate everybody's support who gives so generously to this program and keeps it going. This one's right up your alley. I figured you'd love this one.
Great.
This is it's a story about hate speech.
All right.
Which I figured was just perfect for you.
Yeah,
you
perfect.
know? A hate speech story is a Matt story as far as I'm concerned. Well, this one is regarding Halloween. Now, I guess with Halloween being what, Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Thursday is Halloween. Some people are doing.
It's an interesting.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to miss shit like that. Like, you look like a fucking hillbilly.
I had to scratch my back. It's that or the fucking knife.
Oh,
I figured there's enough knives going in backs around the show. I'll stick with the hammer.
Can I repeat, though, for the record, leave Gino and Keanu alone.
Yeah. Yes.
Leave Gino and Keanu alone. if you're a Clipper, if you're any one of the Clippers, I don't care if this clip is only 30, 40 seconds long. If you want to tweet it out, whatever. I say to my audience right now, leave Gino and Keanu alone. What's in the past is in the past. It's fine. We move on in life. We move on in life. My position, please leave Gino and Keanu alone. Annoyed Wawa supervisor with $1 says, Aaron, please ensure that my dollar goes to Matt in the form of a Carrabba's gift card. I'm afraid if you give him cash, he'll spend it on Zins and Galaxy gas.
The fuck?
There you go. People are just concerned about you being irresponsible with whatever money they contribute. But yes, you heard right. Every dime that comes in from now in the next 45 minutes goes right to Matt. All right, let's go to the hate speech Halloween candy story. Just hit play.
Yeah. Right now, Oak Creek police are investigating messages of hate distributed with candy on the same day as the city's trick-or-treating.
12 News has learned at least 2 families in the neighborhood near Griffin and Groveland made the disturbing discovery Sunday. That's where we find 12 News' Hannah Hilliard tonight. Hannah, the bag.
Jesus, what costume was she wearing? Beetlejuice? Holy shit.
Why they got such an old bitch on the street? Oof. Dangerous for her.
Her skin complexion is the same as the crosswalk paint. That's dangerous for her. Jesus.
Got the same lighting as the studio.
I love this. So the kids are going trick-or-treating. They get a bag of candy, but with it, they get a flyer that says every single aspect of anti-white hate is Jewish.
Okay.
So the kids are getting a pamphlet about anti-white hate from Jews. Honestly, I'm going to tell you this. As a parent, this is terrible. If I saw that my kids got a bag of candy and inside was a bunch of information about Jewish hatred of white people, I would take that bag right away. I would take all the candy for myself and leave them with the flyer and say, kids, reading is important.
We're tossed.
Now go to your room and read your candy.
On the driveways.
All right, Kristen and Derek, and as you mentioned, we know of at least 2 homes that were targeted in this very neighborhood receiving those messages. And here is one of them. You can see a folded up.
I mean, that's just kind of nice. They give them lifesavers. You know? Hey,
Aren't those lifesavers? Those jawbreakers. Just shitty jawbreakers?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, they're on a budget.
Okay.
It's the Biden economy. But you give them some hard candies, and with those hard candies, like, hey, here's a little reading material. It's would you, for your consideration this election season, here's some hard candies and some shit talking.
What else you can do while you're sucking that shitty hard candy? You gotta read something, right?
Here's some hard candy and read us shitting on Jews a little bit.
Piece of paper inside a plastic bag with 3 pieces of Halloween candy inside. Just hours before, hundreds of trick-or-treaters filled the streets of Oak Creek Sunday evening. How much candy do you think you handed out yesterday?
Jesus, is everybody in this neighborhood frightening looking? Everybody in this neighborhood looks like they just saw the Ark of the Covenant. What the fuck is going on? Are all the light sockets defective in this neighborhood? Everybody's just finger fucking their electrical outlets everywhere.
4 bags.
I thought Pete Rose was dead.
And I had to close early, which I normally don't.
Some neighbors made an unsettling discovery outside their homes.
Some neighbors found an unsettling discovery. Just the candy and none of the Jew reading material. What am I, chopped liver?
One of those neighbors, former mayor and current radio host, Steve Scafidi.
On the middle of the driveway was this little Ziploc bag. I didn't open it because I've sort of learned over the years to not open these things. It had some candy in it. I could see just from the outside it had some sort of hate stuff on it.
That hate?
Yeah, but oh, wow. Christ's crucifixion is Jewish.
All right.
May I take this one?
Yes, you may.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I read the passages? Jesus.
Look, it's I will say this, at the very least, the Jews had the chance to free Jesus and execute a rapist and murderer, and they decided to let the rapist murderer guy go free. So, you know, if we're being very kind to the Jews, we could say maybe they didn't kill him, but they certainly didn't try to save him.
No.
It was Jesus who did the saving that day.
Stuff confusingly worded, but delivering an anti-Semitic message. All the bigoted bags we were able to track down Monday.
Okay, that's a good marketing phrase.
Yeah.
Bigot bags. Get your bigot bags today at stormfront.org.
They were different, but they all push recipients to the same website and come with the same disclaimer. These flyers were distributed randomly without
Goyim TV flyers.
Fuck.
Look, these flyers were distributed randomly without malicious intent. Oh, well,
Hey,
then
that
it's, I mean, didn't you guys, wow, the news didn't do their job here. I mean, it says right there on the bottom they didn't do it with malicious intent.
That one's got my name on it.
Yeah, look, Matt's on there. I mean, sure, I mean, it looks bad when you read the whole thing and it says fucking Jews, you fucking Christ-killing
Right.
Jews. But it says right here at the bottom, these flyers were distributed randomly without malicious intent.
Just educational.
Yeah, we're just trying to kick some knowledge.
Why is that guy about to kiss the other guy?
That's the guy who that's Judas who betrayed Jesus with a kiss.
Oh.
Remember? And then Judas offed himself. Boy, it would be terrible if they had Galatians 5:26 or whatever the fuck it was. 5:13:26.
malicious intent.
Did you just pitch it?
I just threw it in the garbage. Yeah, which frankly is the best.
Throw that fucking Packers sweatshirt in the garbage next. How about that, buddy?
He had a lot to add to the story. Yeah, I picked it up and threw it in the garbage.
You didn't even read it?
Wow. All right, cool.
Well, don't you radio guys have to do fact checking?
Yes, used for that stuff.
Oak Creek police are aware.
Bowing down to the enemy will not save you. You are hated for your race, not your political affiliation. Fight for your people or endure torture at the hands of the anti-whites.
Wow.
White lives matter. But again, at the bottom, remember.
Yeah.
Not delivered with any malicious intent.
No.
They're like Malcolm X. They're like, this ain't hate teaching. This is love teaching.
Uh-huh.
Aware of the flyers, telling 12 News Monday they've received 3 reports in the last 2 days. Neighbors baffled.
Jesus.
Wow.
Go back a little bit. What does that say? Every single aspect of the Jewish Talmud is satanic. Fuck. You got Baphomet in there and everything. These guys are going to fall off the same balcony that Trevor Moore did.
Oh, boy.
Neighbors baffled. Somewhat.
I couldn't believe it. Well, I can believe it with the election and everything that's going on.
Oh, yeah, because everybody hates the Jews during the election. Okay. All right.
I get it.
Can't get it done quick enough.
It's disappointing and sad. And, you know, I hate to see this stuff sort of catching fire again because it makes it for a really dangerous time in our country.
They went down to the black neighborhood and they went, well, you know, the bank won't give me a motherfucking loan.
And Hannah, that neighborhood was not the only one hit.
No, Kristen, late this afternoon, police told us that those 3 that were reported to them were actually in a totally different neighborhood. So right now we are south of Drexel Avenue. Those reported to police were north of
That avenue will not speak to Nick Rekieta anymore.
Drexel Avenue, bringing the total number of these flyers discovered on Sunday to at least 5.
Oh, my God. This must be national headline. 5 pieces of anti-Semitic paper with candy attached were distributed in some fucking random town blocks away from each other.
Right. And
holy fuck.
And 2 of them I didn't even distribute. I dropped them while I was reading them and I lost them.
The KKK is clearly alive and well.
It was fucking windy out. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't find it.
Fucking A, they're thriving. The KKK is thriving.
They're going strength to strength, I tell you what.
Oh, my God. They've never been stronger. They never had more members. Holy fuck. That has to be a news story. 5 fucking stupid things were found.
5, well, you know, about the Jews. It's the name of my new movie, by the way. It's called About the Jews. Let's go into, whoopsie daisy. Let's go into some of these super chats, if you will. Mr. Me with $10 says, Matt, do a drunk Nick impression for $10.
It's not as good as Aaron's.
I've done a lot of monitoring. No, you don't bite the hand that was on your dick. You got to bite the other hand while you're working your cock. Yeah. God, it's like people don't study.
Whatever. I'm not as good as it. I just know there was hand biting.
Gray Duckling says, behind in chat, but did you just say hard candies 8 times? Do you have a candy dish? All right, listen, you motherfucker. That shit's not funny.
What did I miss?
Because I had to make my own butter dish. And no, I don't have a candy dish. Thanks. No, numero uno, Josh Denny fan. Thank you for the $1, but we're not going to attack anybody endlessly. No. Well, maybe a few people. $20 from Skeezy Whitefish.
Ooh.
He says, farewell, Matt. Are you staying gone this time?
I mean, I'll be around here and there.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
$2 from Funeral Director says, nah. Matt and Elliot Page sitting in a tree. Wait, that you're doing two different songs.
What the fuck was that?
Nah. Matt and Elliot Page sitting in a tree. You and Elliot Page fucking smooching a little bit?
No, I'm just confused about what this is trying to sing.
They're trying to say goodbye to you.
Okay.
They're trying to wish you fare thee well. And here you are fucking looking a gift horse in the mouth.
If I was with Elliot Page sitting in a tree, I wouldn't be giving you the fucking book.
That's true. Yeah, you'd be supporting your loved one.
Yes.
$85 in Matt's pocket right now.
I like money.
Matt's $15 away from being in the triple digits for his farewell show tonight. So thank you guys very much for knocking out our goal, especially Mr. Dan Man. And, of course, Matt here is $85 into his farewell gift. All right, numero uno, Josh Denny does want me to read it.
Okay.
Please attack Gino and Keanu endlessly. Harass them. Don't let them know peace until they choke out their last breath. I disagree and I disavow. We should not do that. No. JB Contrarian says Chad's steel toe income for the year has now quadrupled.
No.
Chad's steel toe. I don't get that.
No.
I need that one. I must be a doofus.
Income, the pay he puts out. Are you saying I'm going to go on? I'm confused.
Oh, meaning he might give you some money?
I don't want to go do internet shit.
That'd be nice. I loved this one. I'm celebrating the dead a little bit in this story, which I guess is uncouth. Still funny though.
Okay.
A bunch of female influencers went on a yacht so they could take their Insta pictures and Snapchats and TikToks and all that. They drowned when the boat sank. And you might say, well, Aaron, they've got life preservers and lifeboats and everything on these yachts. Surely if a yacht sinks, you're not going to die.
Right.
They refused to wear the life jackets because it would ruin their selfies. To me, that's just a Darwinian precept. That's just, you kind of got what you had coming there. You know?
The boat is sinking, and you won't put on the life jacket.
Well, no. They wouldn't put on the life jacket at any time during the boat or the yacht ride because it would.
Well, you don't typically just walk around a fucking yacht with the life preserver on. That's not something that happens.
Well, São Vicente Police Commissioner Marcos Alejandre Alfino says the influencers had refused to wear life jackets. He said some didn't want to put them on because they were taking selfies. They said that they would get in the way of their tanning. So they just didn't wear life jackets. Now, I get that. If the boat's not sinking, you're not wearing a life jacket.
Yes.
Yeah. The skipper told police he had tried desperately to save everyone. Beatrice's body was found first, drifting out to sea. Oh, that's the shittiest part of that job is you got to find bloated, drowned bodies.
Yeah.
And
they're not hot anymore.
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Let's always remember that. The other one was found dead a week later, washed up on the coast of another beach. Oh, that means she was like bitten to shit.
Yeah.
Partially eaten by fish. Heartbreaking mother of one, Aline, who could not swim, had posted her last social media images as she posed on the boat in a bikini. Yeah.
There's more to this story. Like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, a bunch of...
What happened? You don't just wear your life preserver on a fucking yacht while you're hanging out in your bikini. Something happened, and these selfish fucking twats, they're so worried about looking good and taking selfies as the boat's sinking, and they wouldn't put on the fucking life jacket.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's
almost like you deserve to drown.
Are you going to want to fuck her if she's wearing a life jacket?
Yeah, because she'd be alive. I'd rather fucking a live bitch wearing a life jacket than a dead, bloated bitch floating in the ocean.
Well, now it's your last day on the show, and you saved till now to make your controversial statements.
Right?
A lot of people disagree with you. They're like, not fucking some nerd in a life jacket. Maybe if she was stacked and dead, Local media named the survivors as Vanessa Audrey da Silva, Camila Alves de Carvalho, Danielle Gonçalves Ferreira, Gabriela Santos Lima, and Natan Cardoso. Get some whiter names.
Gonna say this. Wow.
Vanessa said she had managed to scramble into a life jacket and survived by clinging to rocks. There was a moment in the water when no one could see anyone. I was fighting for my life. Tiger, 13-footer. You know that when you're in the water, Chief. Another survivor, Camilla, says she clutched a life jacket in her hands and clung on for dear life. There were very strong waves. We almost died. We didn't know how to swim. That's always a weird one to me. How the fuck are you an adult and you don't know how to swim? Or at least, float. Stay afloat.
I mean, and clearly you live somewhere that's by the fucking ocean.
Great deductive reasoning. You're doing well.
And you couldn't fucking swim? You grew up there by water. You never learned to swim.
You're having a difficult time.
This whole fucking story is stupid. They're all retarded, and the ones that died, it's just fucking natural selection.
You don't think that they deserve sympathy?
No.
Oh, just checking. Thank you very much to Pumpkin Popsums with $20. He says, "Congrats, Matt, from a fellow dummy."
Oh,
hey,
hello
dummies,
there.
Dummies are throwing their money at you. Funeral director says, "Matt, sing Oingo Boingo, Little Girls for farewell." Thanks.
No
for the
more
$2.
Oingo Boingo.
Buffalo Jockey with $5 says, "Matt may not be funny, smart, and he's ugly as fuck, but for him, a Down syndrome hick, he did his best."
I'll go with that.
That's actually really nice.
That is. It's
probably
pretty
say
good.
thank you. That's actually one of the nicest things.
No, I'm appreciative of that comment. I didn't shit on him back. I laughed. I'm happy.
Honest to Christ, one of the nicest things I've ever heard a listener say about you in the history of this program.
It's accurate too.
Is that for a kid with Down syndrome?
I did my best.
From Sauk Rapids, Minnesota. Tard boy done good is what he's trying to say.
Maybe next time I do gooder.
That brings Matt's total tonight to $105. Matt's severance package tonight is up over $100. If you want to if you want to keep chipping in, everything that comes in the rest of tonight goes right to Matt as a nice farewell for all of his service here at Steel Toe. Jay Bra says these two prove that retarded really does have a spectrum. Funeral director says force Matt to name a male celebrity he looks like. $2. By the way, funeral director, did I tell you I love your profile picture?
Yes, you did. You brought that up. I remember that. I've been told with my head freshly shaved, someone said I look like Bruce Willis. I'm like, I don't know about that, but okay.
Like in the throes of aphasia, right?
There we go. I mean,
like the really sick Bruce Willis.
Old Bruce Willis, yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, whatever.
That guy.
My head freshly shaved, sure. I don't know. The top from here up.
I mean I see it.
From here up.
I see it.
The top third of my face.
I get it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Bruce Willis.
I was told that after I shaved my head once, and then
it's weird when people.
There's worse compliments.
It's weird sometimes when people get like brain sicknesses. They start looking better, if that makes sense.
It's because they quit giving a shit and they don't really know what the fuck's going on. They're just oblivious to the world around them, and they're happy.
But like Bruce Willis looks younger, and this is him sick. This is him with aphasia, and I feel like he looks better than this guy. This guy.
That's because that guy
looks better than this guy.
That one, he knows what's coming.
Oh, this guy might have known that the aphasia was.
Yeah, and the other one's like, what the fuck's going on? I got a cute fucking dog here.
Cute dogs do.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Gordy's been dancing around.
That's
tonight.
what he does.
He's all hopped up on begging strips. Mr. Dan Man with $5 says, let's make Matt take home more than the morning goal.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
That's a tall ask, sir.
He's at what, 110 now? I think he means what we missed.
Oh.
on the morning goal.
Still a tall ask, sir.
It's still $80 short.
Yeah.
From that, but we got him in the triple digits, and that's pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. You want to watch a fat lady play on a kid's playground?
I was kind of wondering what was going on in this video here. Yes, I do. Oh my God, do I ever?
So this is in Dallas, and there's an elephant in this children's play area, and apparently this elephant is not supposed to be in the children's play area because, you know, look,
it's an elephant.
As we all know, the playground area, especially the way they make them now, kind of like more plastic, you know, not as heavy duty, it's made for the little kids.
Yes.
If you're an adult, stay the fuck off the kids' shit. You know, you had your time. It's their time now. The only time it's okay to go up into those elaborate playground areas is if you have a small child and they get scared.
Yeah, you have to retrieve your child.
Yeah, you got to go crawl. There's nothing worse than the kids getting caught in the tube slide playground.
Well, how do you know she didn't chase her chow out of there?
And now she's got to come down.
Yeah.
Got to get down somehow. Well, she gets down. But I tell you, as a parent, there's nothing more frustrating than how many, especially as a 6'4" guy myself, banging your head against plastic tubes because you're crawling through tunnels trying to retrieve your 3-year-old daughter who decided she would go in there, and now she's scared and she can't get out, so you got to go get her.
It's the tiny little tunnels you have to crawl through that are really the problem.
You got to do the army crawling through the tunnel. And then kids are running towards the tunnel, and you're like, there's not going to be room for both of us.
Oh,
and
you're panicking because if they come barreling in, you're just fucking all jammed together. Now you're stuck. Someone's got to come retrieve all of you.
And you feel creepy.
Yeah.
You know, because you're up there. I mean, granted, Patrick Melton does it, and he doesn't even have kids up there. But it's, you know.
That's not him in the video?
Yeah,
you said elephant.
This was Patrick looking for a friend. Let's go ahead and check this out. This is from Dallas. Oh, boy. What? Okay, what is the attempt here?
Wait, are the legs already splitting with something between them?
There's netting.
Yeah, but is there a
squares?
piece of the netting between the leg already?
No, she's stepping through it.
Yeah, it looked like she was pulling something down. Okay.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get there.
Okay.
Here she goes.
Yeah, see, no, look. There's something. Oh. I didn't realize they were all elasticy. I thought the whole thing was going to fucking collapse all weird.
No, you thought that this was gonna be, like a quick fall, like he was gonna hit the thing and he was gonna go whoosh right through. Instead, what he did was he struggled for a long period of time and he fell slowly. To me, a really, really morbidly obese guy falling incredibly slowly will always be more entertaining to watch than just a fat guy pancaking to the ground.
Just slipping through all the bungee cords.
Right. I kept thinking he was going to get hung up.
Yeah, never did.
Never did.
He's too fat. He squeezed right through them all. He's just stretched them all to their fucking limit.
There were 3 or 4 different bungee cords that had a chance to catch this guy. And they all went, I got him. I don't. Guys, I don't. You're going to get a shot now. You want to see this 900 more times?
Oh, God, do I. Wait for it.
Okay, so one.
That's between his legs right there.
Okay, the first one failed.
Yeah. Now but the second, see the orange one going around one leg up his crotch?
Okay, but the second one's got a chance to help save him here. Oh, maybe? No. Okay. All right, third level, it's your turn. No. Oh, pink one, how about you? No. Oh, they all. As he fell further and further, he was. He fell faster and faster, you know? It's too bad. I really thought the orange one was going to get him.
Yeah, the orange one going between the legs and shit. I'm like, that's going to hold. Yeah. No, let him go. And then the purple one at the end just let his head flop.
Oh no. Oh, boy. Oh, the orange one. See, I thought.
Oh, bam.
I really thought the orange one was going to hold.
The yellow. Did he snap one of the bands in the yellow? Because I swear I heard a snap.
Okay.
And then I see something hanging there, dangling.
No, I think he snapped something off the second one.
Oh. No, there is one that hangs down. Watch.
No, something
No,
snapped
right.
right
It's
here.
behind his arm and head right now. There it's hanging.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
dangling. Yeah.
Oh, so he snapped a few of them.
Fatty's fucking snapping the rubber bands as he falls down.
I think this means there will not be a Nobody Likes Onions show tomorrow. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
I apologize.
Wow.
Let's go to Adams for $5. Says, that was awesome. Dustin with $20. Thank you, Dustin. Wow. Dustin with 20 says, Matt's a dope, but he takes the abuse well. Dopey, high character guy. Good luck, Matt.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone has to be good at something.
You take abuse like
I
a
take
fucking champ.
dopey or abuse well because I'm a dopey guy.
$130 is yours. What did Mr. Danman say? Get to 190? What the morning show was short?
Uh-huh.
And then Matt gets as much as we failed with the morning show. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, Aaron, this is unfair. Sean needed to unwind after a stressful day of law tubing. You don't need to be showing this. Come on, have some decorum. Sean is not nearly that large. Sean is the Obergruppenführer of law tube. There is no need for us to be taking such heartless jabs. Heartless jabs. Approachable, I think he has another fat person thing that he wants to send us.
Oh.
We'll see if we can take
Hell
care of that. If you're just joining us, it is Matt's farewell today. Everything over the goal tonight goes into Matt's pocket. He's at $130 right now. All the Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, and Venmo links are in the chat. Go ahead and throw them in. Taste Fairy Ialto says, so it was PPP? I don't. So, if I was PPP and they were asking about me, they go, buddy, so Aaron went to a playground, buddy. And when he got there, he was taking his kids through the playground, and he just couldn't help himself. I saw Aaron in this video, buddy, and he threw 4 kids off the playground because Aaron had to get himself into the net section because, buddy, he wanted to go through the net. So Aaron throws 4 kids off of the playground. 2 of them got concussions, buddy. One of them even died. So Aaron what does he call me?
Imholte?
Aaron Imholte killed a kid, buddy. And then he went down the net, and he's so fat that he fell down. And he hit every single net on the way down, buddy. And after that kid was dead, Aaron landed on him. It was so felted. Yeah, and then he admitted to faking donos, didn't he? Not only does he fake donos, I heard this is what happened. Aaron told me himself, buddy. Aaron was, he actually goes to old people in his neighborhood, buddy. And he takes all of their pocket change and he just puts it in his own pocket and he donates to his show when it's not going well.
Yeah. That's how it works.
I'm entertained by it. I can't help it. I thought the fucking 45-minute PowerPoint presentation bit. And then the fucking dickhead keeps going, I'm not joking. This is serious. This is what happened. Oh, man. Das Optic Nerve says, I'm serious. If that chair breaks, I'm going to lose my shit. It's fucking welded metal.
They're calling you fat.
I understand.
Okay, I just want to make sure you knew.
Oh. Diglett says, so the evening goal will be reduced with no co-host. Yes, I think starting next week, the evening goal is going to drop by $30 or $40 a show.
Nice.
I believe. So we will be closer to $200. Thank you to Stephine for $20. Thank you very much. Another goodbye gift to Matt. $150 for Matt.
Might make it to that 190.
Look at that. Matt might actually make it to that 190, which means you guys will have knocked out both the evening and morning goals by yourselves.
Yeah.
That's great. Mr. Me with $5 says more Keno impressions. You know what? I'm going to work on my PPP impression. It's going to get better. I've got the bouncing in the hands. You know, you got to be light in the hands, and then you gotta bounce around.
Weird.
Buddy.
He's light in the hands anywhere.
Yeah. Canadian accents are always so difficult for me. You know, and then Worski, you just gotta have a gravelly voice, buddy, and he doesn't say buddy. And you got to just have a gravelly voice, and you got to say shit like you're amazed that it exists. That's the one thing I love about Worski on that show, his childlike wonderment at everything. Like PPP will say, Aaron M. Holte killed 4 kids at a playground because they were in his way to get to the seesaw, buddy. And then Worski will be like, that's amazing. No way. Did he really? Thank you, Mr. Me. I appreciate the $5. Buffalo Jockey with $2 says, thought your fake donos came from the money you took from the tip jars raising money for wounded veterans. And then he sent that 3 times.
Okay.
So thank you.
All right, then.
Very much. That put $155 into Matt's pocket for tonight. It's only $35 away from you,
right?
Getting what the morning show got.
Yeah.
Mr. Me gifting a membership. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, to do Andy, you have to speak like you have a constant post-nasal Coke drip. Let's be real. That's one of the things I like about Andy Worski is he's very open and honest about his recovery and his addictions and all of that stuff. After living with addicts for a while, it's always and going to Al-Anon and learning about addiction and all that. I will say I have a newfound respect and I'm impressed by people who can not only admit that they're an addict, but actually go get help and admit they're powerless and rebuild.
Yeah.
It's so fucking brave. And if anybody who's listening is struggling with alcohol, drugs, anything like that, and you're worried that admitting you're addicted is somehow weak, there's nothing fucking tougher than doing that. Like, just continuing to be a junkie and ignoring you're doing anything wrong is a chicken shit fucking coward's way. I mean, that is a chicken shit way to go. To admit, they always say that we're powerless.
Yeah.
To admit that you have an addiction and you need to work on it. That's remarkably powerful. That's taking the power back from the addiction in a way. So I'm really impressed by people who can do that. So if you're listening to this show and you think you do drugs or you think you drink too much, I'm telling you right now, if you think that trying to go straight, trying to go sober is somehow going to make you be alone, you're never going to have more people in your corner than when you go to people you thought didn't give a shit about you anymore and say, I have a problem and I want to get help. They'll be with you every step of the way, I promise. Because I know that I would have given every dollar I had to my name. I know I would have given up the home that I live in if someone I love could have just said, I'm addicted, I have a problem, and I'd like to get help. So if you're ever having that kind of a problem, and I can't give you advice, I'm not like an expert or anything, but if you just, want to shoot a DM or something and you have any questions, I'd love to answer whatever I could. That's some brave shit right there. Papa Shab says, will you admit your sex addiction? What do you fucking think I've been talking to my therapist
Pretty
about?
sure you have.
Yeah, what do you...
Talked about your weird sex addiction stuff, to extent on this show.
Yeah, it's something we've been discussing. Papa Shab says the gay one. Oh, no, not that one. No, I don't have... Not the gay one.
Some things you got to keep to yourself.
Yeah. Geese Artel says, just stop drinking or doing drugs. Easy enough. I don't have an addictive personality.
Wait. No, false. Hasn't he said he became a great big fat fuck? He gained a whole shitload of weight, I thought, and he's openly admitted that. Okay. Has he not?
I don't know.
Is that not, if you do nothing and just eat, is that not an addiction?
It's a lack of self-control.
I'm going to call out the fucking troll that is trying to troll you. fucking king troll.
I think it's a lack of self-control, maybe. Addiction, maybe, I suppose.
Food addiction?
Numero uno, Josh Denny fan with $1 says, you just said you'd have preferred to be homeless than lose April as your wife. Very sweet, honestly. Hope she's listening. April returns 2025. No, not even to keep her as not even to keep her as my wife.
Just get help.
I'm saying get help and not be an addict.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't think her and I are good for each other at all. Like addict or no addict, there's one this road, one that road, and trying to drag the other person down a road they don't want to go is bad for both of you. I'm saying just for them to get help and admit they have a problem and get away from the toxicity that caused it, that would be wonderful. Wonderful. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan. I said there was a time where I would give away my home for it. Now it's, it's one of those things where I go, oh, yeah, that would be great. That would be nice. Good for you. But I can't invest any of myself in it, is the way I'd put it. So what do we got 5 or 6 minutes left. You're at $155 right now.
Nice.
And we missed in the morning by $190. So basically, who was it? Was it Dan Man?
I think so.
Dan Man wanted you to get all the way up to what the morning show missed. We're $35 away from that.
We're close.
So Matt's severance package is up to $155 right now. Any money you send us goes right to him. So fresh off the heels of Joe Rogan having Donald Trump on his podcast.
Yeah.
It did incredibly well.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, numero uno Josh Denny fan was right about the YouTube algorithm thing. YouTube is not trying to bury the Trump interview.
I don't believe it.
It's just that there's so many people titling shit Joe Rogan, Donald Trump, that when you search Joe Rogan, Donald Trump, a bunch of that shit comes up. But if you type in like JRE experience Donald Trump or Joe Rogan experience Donald Trump, it's the first one that comes up.
Yeah,
so
we did it last night.
Yeah, I think it's holy shit. Legal Mindset's got 3,000 people watching him.
Again, I'm also going with my point of don't believe that social media isn't doing that shit. They've admitted it.
I'm sure.
It's out there. It's open. They've admitted to censoring things, burying certain topics.
Right, but
maybe I'm wrong on this one. Great. Don't tell me they don't fucking do it ever.
Joe Rogan experience Donald Trump. Yeah, it's the first one that comes up. It's at 39 million views.
Yeah.
Because the title of the video, in fairness, is not Joe Rogan, Donald Trump. It's Joe Rogan experience number 2219, Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a news story that's titled Joe Rogan, Donald Trump interview, that's going to come up before this.
I've typed in less precise shit and gotten exactly what I was looking for.
That's probably because that thing didn't have as many videos on it, if you understand. That's, I actually believe that one. I do.
Fine, but don't blame me for being skeptical.
Oh,
there is fuckery.
Oh, they do that. Yeah.
Yeah, they do it. Fuck yeah, they do. YouTube can still suck a dick. Yep, that's right.
What do we have here? Somebody, Kyle tried to send me something.
I see Kyle.
But I can't really. Here's a Legal Mindset clip since you are talking about him. Oh, okay. Well, I'll check that out after the show.
Oh,
for sure.
Okay.
So Trump gets all these hits, 40 million views for this interview, and that's just on YouTube. That doesn't even count what's on Spotify. That officially has now opened the door. JD Vance later this week will be going on the Joe Rogan experience.
Oh.
JD Vance is going to sit down with Joe. He's going to do it. Basically what happened was Trump did it. It went very well. He did 3 hours.
Yep.
Joe asked Kamala to do it, and I mean, they are just fucking up this campaign so bad. The Kamala Harris campaign set these conditions on Joe Rogan that he just can't abide by.
Yeah, he has to travel to her and shit like that.
Yep, he has to go to her. It can only be 1 hour.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't do 1 hour shows. It's conversations. It goes as long as we go. Trump went 3 hours effortlessly.
Yeah.
It really tells you the lack of confidence the Kamala Harris campaign has in her to just be a person.
Yeah.
And also that they like, whereas Trump has embraced modern podcasts and media, Kamala Harris fears it. And I feel like the old school, like the traditional politicians, which I think Kamala is, she's a kind of a bought and paid for politician.
Yeah.
They're going to stay away from those podcasts because that format doesn't fit them. They fit the talking point format, you know, the boom, boom, boom format. The give me a question, I'll give you an answer, move on to the next thing format.
Yep.
Whereas Donald Trump is a natural in the podcast setting because he's a great bullshitter.
Yep. Absolutely.
And it serves him very,
Dude
very
can
well.
sit down and just talk.
So, yeah, so now with Kamala refusing Joe Rogan, Joe Rogan just went, fine, I'll fucking go to JD Vance then. So the Trump campaign is getting a shitload of news, shitload of views, shitload of notoriety a week before the election.
Yep.
Because Kamala's just dropping the ball on this stuff. Like she's afraid. She's running not to lose. She's not running to win.
Yeah.
And Trump's running to win. And that might be what does them in. Pizza roll with $20. Thank you, Pizza roll. He says, much love, Matt. We share the same name. Oh,
all right.
Called retard too. Mr. Dan Man with $2 says, Matt, I heard your C. Kyle joke. I did as well. I was looking for stuff. Atomic Ray with $1 says, I'm going to miss Matt's movie history of Pern searches like experiencing Joe and Trump. There you go. That puts you at, oh boy, you're at 280.
180.
180, you're right. I'm sorry. 180. Well, if you were at 280, that'd be all right.
Right.
John Recon says, for the Clippers, real media players, Stalin, that one Doom. Doom's a motherfucker, but I like Doom. Matt, you're a decent man. There
Thanks,
we go.
buddy.
May I throw in Alyssa Clips?
Yeah.
Will Heron TV, my lost interest for Clippers as well.
All right.
$180 in Matt's pocket right now. That's $10 away.
$10
from the missed morning show.
Oh,
goal
shit.
Today. So we've got 1 minute left for Matt to make 10 more bucks.
Yep.
And make and be even with the morning show today. That would be kind of fucking cool. We're gonna get out of here though.
Yeah.
You ended up $10 short.
It's been fun.
But that's a nice little chunk for coming in here 4 hours a week or so. I love doing a show with you. It's always a different dynamic. A
retarded one.
It's so retarded, and I have so much
What did
fun.
you call it when I scratched my back with a hammer? What was that?
It's some real redneck shit.
Yeah, redneck shit. So you need some redneck shit every now and then.
Absolutely.
Like that song.
And you'll stop by and do some redneck shit from time to time. But I'm very happy that you've moved onward and upward in the world. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. So
things are going good. I got things I have to do, and that's life, man.
If you moving on up in the world and doing better for you and your family and everything else means that you can't do this show anymore, I think that's a small price to pay for everything going well. So thank you very much. And of course, we'll hang out. We're friends and all that stuff. And you'll be on the show every once in a while. But thank you for doing a spot on this show that needed to be filled at a very tough time.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say you had big shoes to fill, like in terms of talent. I'm not saying they weren't that April wasn't talented.
I understand.
But you were filling a spot that was difficult for me.
Yeah.
And you stepped in and you did a great job, and you were the co-host we needed at the time.
Yeah, like Trump. He wasn't the president you wanted. Or no, wait. How does that go?
Wasn't the president you wanted, but he's the president you needed.
Yeah, that was me. I'm just the one. I was just there.
Scott Richard Staska says, can we get a farewell kiss? No.
No.
Here we go.
Oh.
Easy Money's wife with $9.99 says, boom, and pumpkin popsums with $10. We take $7.50 out of each one of those. That means Matt got to $195 tonight.
Hell yeah.
$195 for Matt. And that means, Cheeseburger Spy with $2 says, for Matt, I'll follow you home, bro.
Oh, great. Thanks.
There we go.
Comforting.
$195 for old
God, I need
Matt.
a drunk following behind me to, Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a dollar from
coming.
Numero Uno Josh Denny fan. He says, Matt, you are fat, dumb, and lack even the knowledge regular retards possess. Bye.
Bye.
One more $1 from Numero Uno Josh Denny. He says, Matt, I'm glad you're leaving the toe. And if you try to come back to it, I'll fucking kill you, you fucking faggot. Wow. And finally, John Recon with $10. See Kyle redneck shit. There you go. So now that means you do 200 even.
Nice.
For tonight. So Matt got to 200 even. Very, very nice. All right, guys. I think that's all of them. Let me just hit refresh one more time, and we can leave. Oh, hold on. $10 from Von Kaiser. Von Kaiser wants to say goodbye for a nice meaty $10. There you go.
A meaty one. I like a meaty one.
$210 is your final take.
Nice.
All right, guys. One more clip from Mr. Approachable, and then we're gonna get out of here.
All right. I see Kyle.
But I can't really. Here's a legal mindset set clip. I couldn't
That's
hear
why
the
I see
joke
Kyle.
because I had to look so hard at what Kyle sent me because it was so small.
Uh-huh.
So I had to take a look. All right, guys, we're going to get the hell out of here.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Later.
Have a great rest of your evening. We will be back tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. Come say hello.